Hello, and welcome to this episode of the CU Space Cowboy Actual Play Podcast, presented by Tidal Wave Games. I'm Onslaught6, your host and band leader. We now take you to the stream, already in progress. So, are we all good?
Yes.
What happened
I'm
last
good.
I just had to put together my dice tray.
What happened last time?
Oh, I just finished the episode. Emmy and Sammy had a solo adventure
Right.
that included a tractor trailer of some sort that was imagined by all of us differently.
A tractor of some kind or another.
And
I helpfully told you that the cult was trying to kill you after the cult was trying to kill you.
yes, but you did tell us that they were tracking us via the laptop. And after almost getting blown up by a bazooka, while being escorted by the Church of something. Hang on, I have
Church
notes.
of the non-denominational.
Yes.
Something or other.
The Church of the Knot process.
The not sets.
Yes, okay, this is the right notes. And yes, we found out that they were tracking us via the laptop. That no one actually knows who the heir is. They were just given that information of track the laptop and assassinate who has it. Poor Pete was stuck at a yogurt store the whole time. But he helped us. We did a lot of phoning in. We did a lot of phoning friends.
We really
phoned...
phoned the last episode in.
That sure was a sound. But yeah, Spanks tracked down some information from us, or for us, from someone named El Scorpion. I wrote that down for some reason. And yeah, then with Pete's help, we managed to find out how to get into the mainframe for Shadowplay through some disgusting NFTs. Thanks for that, Alex. That's entirely your fault.
Onslaught is the one who said it. I just interpreted his words.
Mm-hmm. Eye roll. We also found some chemicals that turned out to be like some stuff for cloning, and we're gonna let Pete hang on to that because maybe he can use it for his plant experiments.
Emmy juice.
I didn't think I'd have to hear that twice in one day.
And yeah, we got we found the Shadowplay mainframe that had like the names and locations of like all the Shadowplay operatives.
Yeah, you wanted to turn it into a mailing list. For your
Not
album.
really, that was a joke. Sammy's not that stupid.
But we did successfully remove the chip that was tracking us out of the laptop, so we got to keep the laptop without the risk of being tracked and possibly assassinated. And we gotta figure out what to do from there, because, shit's fucked.
Alright, so, it's been a few days. You guys are at a karaoke bar.
Perfect.
What's everybody doing at this particular...
Spanks
Singing.
is very pointedly refusing to sing.
Well, that's fine. Emmy will take your turn.
What's Emmy gonna do?
Sammy is, so Sammy's definitely up on stage already. And he tried to get Spanks to go up on stage with him, but Spanks completely refused. So he's singing some, like, duet that's supposed to be for the two of them. But
aggressively singing lead and background vocals at the same time.
Emmy will duet with
what
you.
it is he's singing, like, I totally blanked on, like, any song that has two singers. Like, what's the Sonny and Cher song?
Oh, crap.
Hang on.
I don't think it's I Got You, Babe.
Is my
It's the
mic
other
picking
one.
up my roommates? I'm about to go
That's
yell at them.
That's what it is.
Is I Got You, Babe?
I don't hear him.
So Sammy is singing I Got You, Babe, and he's singing all the Cher parts, and every time with the Sunny part, he holds out the mic like expectantly. Thanks in the audience who's just like pointedly not looking in his direction.
Not even looking at him, just sort of smell like...
If no one stopped Emmy from getting up on stage...
I got you, babe.
If nobody stopped Emmy from getting up on stage, he totally got up on stage to sing the other part.
Yeah, and Emmy is up on stage with him, and he's trying to sing the other parts with Sammy, but Sammy keeps holding the mic away towards Spanks instead. So Emmy is just trying to, like... Emmy is dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodging in reverse.
Can I do that to see how well I can keep up with the mic?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Well, that's a 3.
That's a 3. Whatever your next cool thing that you roll is, you're gonna have disadvantage.
Okay. But I have juice now.
You totally
You have juice
embarrassed yourself in front of the crowd.
Yeah.
The crowd, which is like Pete and like 2 other people.
Like I was thinking this was like a Japanese style karaoke thing where we rented a room and it's just us.
Nope.
Are
No,
you
it's
kidding?
exactly bad.
Like Sammy is going to not take a stage.
Without an audience, yeah. What's the point?
Well, and
was the
similarly,
big
well,
fight
here's
on
the
the
thing.
way
It's
here.
Spanks' whole thing is, no one is paying me to sing. I don't sing unless I'm being paid.
So when are we gonna get that saxophone?
We already got the saxophone, didn't we?
We did? I
Yeah.
don't recall
We got my saxophone. He's talking about his saxophone.
Oh god.
Your saxophone. I thought you meant his saxophone.
Yeah. we promised Emmy a saxophone 2 episodes ago.
Someone promised you a saxophone.
We haven't gotten to go to the sax filter yet.
The bringing up of the bowl after that.
Someone did.
Promised you a saxophone.
Imagine it's like one of those giant punch bowls of tequila.
Yeah, I just imagined it was just like, like some novelty gigantic margarita.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
No, trust me, the best saxophones they don't sell them plain inside. They sell them. There's a little shop out on the asteroid belt that the zero gravity really helps with aligning the reeds.
Well, let's go there. I mean, especially since people tried to kill us, yesterday.
It was a couple days ago, apparently.
However,
we're pretty nonchalant about it.
I don't know. I spent so much time off a series that my days are running together.
We're about it.
Well, I imagine.
Shout out to a very desperate person who is happy to be the one viewer in chat.
I should probably have the chat up, huh?
I got it up. I already got it. Anyway, so Pete, you are real good with your Google alerts. Because you normally when you get up in the morning, you scroll through the BNet and then you just click a couple to notify you if anything changes, right? These ones are like potentials, but you want to see if there's any more information, and one of them pops up. It says that a new location for the bounty Boof Gusto has come up, meaning he has been recently sighted.
Is Sammy still on stage?
Absolutely.
All right, so
Thank you. We've been Sammy and Thank you. Who's trying to make like a Sonny and Cher, Sammy and Spanks pun, but he couldn't come up with anything.
Even though Spanks isn't even on the
Even though Spanks wasn't on
stage.
stage and Emmy was.
Pete just saw
Thank
this
you,
and was
thank
like,
you. I'll be
okay.
here. Well, it's none of your business how long I'll be here. Who sent you? Who's asking?
So if you're trying to get off stage, you can't get off because the stairway is really narrow, and I'm coming up to show this to you while you're still on stage holding the mic. Boof Gusto's been spotted nearby. We need to get going.
Excuse me?
Drunk.
The pain meds haven't worn off yet, have they? I told you, Emmy, you dosed him too hard.
We're all drunk as fuck, and you're expecting us to go work right now?
He's right around the corner. No one else knows about this. We can get it first. I say like half into the mic.
He's shouting into the microphone. There's like it's one of those bars where they have like an intercom hooked up to like the street. So it just is like a shot of like people walking by like looking up with the intercom while he's shouting like nobody knows about this but us.
It's a bounty hunter karaoke night. Bounty hunters get half off tequila, so it's the most heavily armed audience in series. What does it say about Boof Gusto? Is that his name, or did I make that up?
Yes, no, that's his name. Boof Gusto.
Excellent. Every time I say it, it sounds more fake.
Yeah, so he is wanted. He is a person of interest. He's definitely wanted alive, obviously. He has some sort of like important government or corpo info, and they want him captured to silence him. And he was last spotted at the Crater Bowl.
Is that next
Is that
door?
like a...
The Crater Bowl is in the same district that you guys are in, and
Is it a bowling alley?
no,
Sounds
Is it a
like-
restaurant or a
Sounds
bowling
like
alley?
noodles.
no, it's a stadium. It's
Well,
a-
that's none of those things. I don't care about it if it's not noodles.
Or
Was
a
it an
bowling
actual
alley?
crater that they like converted into a stadium?
yeah, that's why
They
they
like
call
built
it
seats
that.
into the side? Nice.
Yes.
It's a natural stadium.
Yeah,
That's really cool that you would like descend into it.
yeah, that's what it is, and it holds easily 20,000 people.
Well, it's a good thing they control the weather on Ceres, or it would suck when it rains.
Yeah.
He's just a person of interest. It'll be easy, probably not armed. He's at the Crater Bowl. It's right down the street. Nobody knows about it. You're not
yeah.
that drunk. Come on, let's go.
He's a threat level 3, just so you know, and what was the other person? Oh, how much money he is. His price is unmarked.
Didn't Spanks warn us about taking jobs that seem a little too iffy?
Yep.
I mean, maybe scout it out, but there's not even like a price on here.
Easy money.
I don't work if I'm not getting paid.
Well, some bounties in life are priceless.
Who the
Maybe
fuck
the
is
real
this
bounty
guy?
was.
Who the fuck is this guy? He's Boof
God damn,
Gusto.
there's another fucking bounty that tries to pay me in friendship. I swear to God.
Well, maybe.
Oh yeah, it'll be great exposure.
Should we make sure that he's not one of the shadow play people, since we have like a whole list of them?
Well,
Pete has
so last
already
time-
Pete has already cross-referenced the list and presumably would not put a marker on any bounty that is on the list. He's smarter than that.
Well, so
One
I
of
was
us
sort of
has to be.
thinking that we have that list that we could actually use that. This is a sort of aside, like semi out of character. But I was sort of thinking that we have this list that like presumably has some of like the most wanted, like if nothing else, like crypto douches in the galaxy. That like has their like last known locations and like their identities and everything. That we could like presumably somehow use this to like cross-reference with the BNet and like get the drop on all the other bounty hunters in the galaxy.
You could definitely do that.
Like it's like a sort of a Boondock Saints thing. Or like suddenly we have like the little black book, the little black laptop.
Yeah.
I mean,
We do have the
guess-
little black book.
We've all got the little black book.
oh yeah, we haven't done that live yet.
There's a list of 100 operatives in the back of this little black book.
I also like how this
So
is like
much
you
fun.
said this is the first week prepared in a bit, and we're all like, what if we went completely off script? Poof, Gus, that sounds boring.
I don't know. Let's
Alright.
swing by the Crater Bowl.
You
I'm
know
not
how
really
I'm checking it
testing
out.
There's no reason why not, and we haven't been working lately, and I'm whatever.
Well, you haven't been working lately. We scored pretty good.
Yeah.
Worst case, we get a Crater Bowl hot dog.
What's
Not
Oh
as good
man,
as a
I'm not
Ganymede
doing
hot
that.
dog, but
Last time I had one of those.
let's just say there's multiple reasons they call it a Crater Bowl dog.
I maybe they've got veggie dogs.
Oh no, those are
they
worse.
don't.
No, they did briefly, but the veggie dogs actually were worse.
Were they worse or were they worst?
Hey.
Pete knows what was in those.
All right, so we're swinging by the Crater Bowl.
Yeah, so you go there, and when you get there, the marquee says, one night only, Starrcade, WCW.
Ah. You warned us about this.
Let's see, there's a... Let's go ahead and roll a, I don't know, gather intel.
Sure.
That he didn't know what the Starrcade WCW is.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure, I'll join that. I don't know if Emmy knows that or not.
Well, that was a 6.
6?
4.
Ah, that's fine.
Between the two of us.
Were you helping?
Starrcade is, the WCW is World Series Wrestling. And,
Nice.
they are, Starrcade is their biggest event of the year. They hold it once a year. They put on all the biggest matches. Everything is, there's celebrities and it's a big to do.
So is it
That sounds neat.
crowded?
Yeah.
Are there a lot of people?
Yeah.
Okay.
We should maybe see who's, like, performing.
Yeah, is there like a roster up on the wall or anything like that?
There's a big poster with all the names of the day, including Macho Man Andy Ravage, Dustin
Should I be writing
Cody
these down?
Rhodes. Maybe, I don't know. Stone Cold Steve
Well,
Astin.
now I am.
Stone
there-
Cold Steve Aspen, and he's one of the
Yeah.
trees from the bar.
I've already forgotten the first two. It's fine.
Claudio Castagnoli III. And a bunch of names that you guys would recognize as being popular pro wrestlers.
Okay.
No Boof Gusto.
No Boof Gusto.
No anagram for Boof Gusto?
Nope. No Goof Busto either.
No Foog, Tucson.
No Foog? Stop! But what about Bofo? No.
No.
Well,
where would we even start looking?
Place is
Yeah,
packed.
how
This suddenly
recently
feels a
was
lot
he
less
cited?
easy.
How recently did they was he seen at the Crater Bowl?
He Pete just got the notification, which means whenever someone reported it, it went to the BNet administrators, and then it went out to the phones.
And
Okay.
There's no more detail than just Crater Bowl.
Yeah.
Do we have a mugshot of this guy?
Yeah. The mugshot, he's wearing sunglasses, he has a long beard, and he's wearing a bandana.
So he looks like a guy in a disguise.
I was gonna say he looks like a member of ZZ Top, but that works too.
Do we see anyone who looks like that in the immediate vicinity?
It's
Outside?
a wrestling
No.
promotion. I think we see a lot of people who look like that.
Outside, no, you don't see anyone who looks like that.
Well, I mean, I guess we can go and, check it out. Kind of like we did at the theater. Just enjoy the show, and if he pops up, he pops up, and if he doesn't,
Are
well,
there any teens hanging around to sneak us in?
Or
No teens are hanging around trying to sneak in.
Teens don't think wrestling's cool.
Not anymore.
Teens think
Hey.
movie theaters are cool.
I was going to wrestling matches when I was a teenager.
That
I
was
think-
2 years ago.
Well, I guess we can just saunter on in and take a look around.
Okay, as you go in,
Although, are they...
the guy at the front gate says, "Where are your tickets, please?"
Oh, tickets! Doc, you got the tickets, right?
Yeah, let me just... I think I left them in my other pants. I think they're in my locker inside. Can we just sneak in real quick and get them?
That's right. I left my tickets inside of the Comet Bowl
Oh,
for
well,
safekeeping.
if you had been in there, you would have a wristband. So just show me your wristband, and I'll be happy to let you in.
Oh, I've got a wristband.
May I see it, please?
No. Sam just hands in his pockets. No, I got a wristband.
I need to see and verify your wristband if you're to be allowed in.
I don't see how that's relevant.
Well, if you cannot
Can I just
provide a
kinda, like-
wristband or tickets, I'm afraid you won't be able to come.
if I didn't have a wristband, how would I know that he left the tickets inside the locker?
Come on, man.
can I just peer and see how much the tickets even are?
The tickets are $25 for the worst seats in the house, and they go up. from there.
25. That's
Yeah.
the amount I paid earlier.
We spend at least a half hour every episode trying to avoid spending $5 to get somewhere.
25 smackdowns. That's highway robbery.
Wow, we killed him early this episode.
I'm very tired.
Oh, you know what? Sammy actually.
I have restraints on me. Could I possibly make that look like a wristband?
Well, I was gonna say, Sammy, really quickly. He's like, "All right," and he flashes his wrist with the WWF
Yes!
SSD
No.
hand on it. He just waves in front of the guy's face really quick.
Give me manipulate someone, please.
Gladly.
Amy will also kind of very quickly pull up a sleeve and show his matching one really quick. Can I assist?
If you assist, he's gonna have disadvantage because you have disadvantage on your next goal roll.
It's not gonna make a difference. That was a 1.
Well, let's see if my disadvantage does better than your 1. And does my innocent face count?
Yes.
I mean, well, wait. What is your cool again?
A D6.
So
Plus
there'd be
a talent,
no way
which is
for us-
another
If
D6.
you're assisting, we'd have to get up to a 10. There's no way we can get up that high with disadvantage.
I have 2 D6s I'm rolling.
Because
because my talent is a D6 now.
All right. Well. Okay.
So first since I've only got 1 D6 on me, I'm gonna roll it twice to see what the actual thing is, and then I'll roll my talent. Okay, well that was a 1. And that was a 2, so it's the 1. And that was a 6, so that is a 7 to add to your... What'd you roll? A 1?
1.
A 1.
That's an 8, but it's still a failure because
Still a failure.
Yeah.
no failures.
Nailed
on
it.
Did we get juice for that or no?
Huh?
Did we get juice for that or no?
Oh, I had juice! I can
So you juice.
I can roll 2
Oh.
more d6s. That was another 6. So add 6 to my...
You also
How much
did
did
the did you roll the talent again?
Oh, I did not roll the talent again. Whoops.
Yeah, when you use juice, you get to roll them both.
And a 4, so add 10 to whatever it was that I said like 20
16?
seconds ago.
18? Is that the highest roll
So,
ever
like,
in a
you
Secret Space
try.
Cowboy game?
It's only because I paid off my debt. This is
So
That's true.
maybe that's what it is I flashed my wristband and Emmy flashed the restraints, and both of us together.
well, I have a
never-
matching wristband.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So we
well,
flashed matching something.
so he says, the guy says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all the trouble. I really needed to see. They're really cracking down for this event. I needed to see.
Yeah,
your
yeah.
wristband."
I understand completely. You gotta
so
keep
you
your
two can
scrupulous tight,
go in
idiot.
just fine. The doctor and the other guy.
The doctor and the other guy who disappeared.
When we turn and Sphinx is gone. Sphinx is just already inside, just like waving.
Clearly, Spanks just like walked around behind the dude.
Sphinx just walked in while the guy was talking to us. And is inside like smoking a cigarette.
Good lord.
Alright, well, see you inside, Doc. Good luck.
Yeah. I start fishing into my pocket for change to get in.
For
Was it 25?
Smackdowns.
I have a $27 bill. Can you break that?
Are you okay with a $2 change?
Yeah.
I love that it was Sammy just
They take
nat 1 and
The
then
27 and give you
I-
a 2 back. And yeah,
And it's
Sammy got a
18.
nat 1 and it became 18. That may be the actual most ridiculous roll in the history of the game.
What was great is that your disadvantage didn't even do anything because my nat 1 was the first roll. But then I got like a 6 on the talent,
Right.
and then another 6, and then the 4.
Alright, so we got inside.
Yeah, well, we have to... He can get inside just fine. Pete can.
As I'm walking in, can I be like, have you seen my buddy Boof, by the way? We were going to meet up in the front, and I think he's already on the inside.
I'm sorry, can you say again?
My buddy Boof, I was wondering if you've seen him on the inside. I showed a
I
picture,
don't-
like, conspicuously covering the profile.
That guy looks... Couldn't be. No, I haven't seen anybody like that.
Okay, thank you. I'll catch up with him.
And he turns to Spanks. So you weren't here, Teal. Their ridiculous roll of 18 was able to get them two in, and Pete just paid his
I
way
rolled a 17.
in. So yeah, Teal, how is Spanks getting in here?
You're
What?
muted. Oh, there you go. Never mind.
Spanks hasn't been paying any fucking attention at all. Spanks is just sort of like,
Zoning out.
Spanks was just sort of like hanging around outside going,
Sphinx was too drunk.
yeah, oh, Spanks is much too drunk for this. Spanks is like, oh, people are going inside. You said it's 25
Yes, it's
buckaroos?
25 Smackdowns.
Spanks just pays and goes in.
All right.
Once again, I've gotten out of paying for something. I get so much mileage out of that talent.
Yeah. All right. So now you guys are
Definitely
inside.
the most useful one that any of us have.
There's a big T-shirt stand on the entryway, and then it leads out into the larger stadium.
How overpriced is the water around here?
How overpriced is the water? The water is It's water. It's not Baja Blast, it's water.
Well, yeah,
did
we're
I
not on
say?
Mars.
Well, then why is this green?
Something's wrong with this Baja Blast. Why is it clear?
Where's the lime?
The water
This Baja
is 10.
Blast isn't raising my heart rate at all.
It's 10 smackdowns.
Okay, Spanks buys a bottle of water because he's real drunk.
All right. You know what? You've established that you're drunk, so you're gonna have disadvantage on what are the 4 stats here? You're gonna have disadvantage on everything except cool, which is gonna be the advantage for
Right. Well, and especially because cool is like his. Actually, no. I would argue that he can, his muscles are probably normal.
all right.
Only because his specialty is lesbian himbo.
Right. Okay.
So that's unchanged. Cool. We've got advantage only because it's like stringing style like Sinatra means that
exactly.
I can be very cool. And then the other 2 is though like moves and brains. Oh well, my move specialty is swing dancing, but I still think I'm too drunk for that.
Yeah.
And brains is nope. We're just what's happening? I don't know.
Spanks' brains are shot on a good day.
Yes.
All right. So
We see the. You said there was a T-shirt stand.
yes.
Okay. Sammy's like,
It's
hey,
fine.
maybe we should try to blend in, look a little bit less conspicuous.
Yeah,
Less-
okay.
I look
I
fine.
mean, less like
what
we're
hats do they have?
bounty hunters.
What hats do they?
What kind of hat?
Banks
Yeah, what's
says,
the-
I don't look like a bounty hunter. I look like I'm in a nice suit.
There's a cowboy hat that is branded for Dusty Cody Rhodes. And there's another hat that's a foam finger, and on it it says Ruck Fools.
Shot between episodes.
What's the
right?
T-shirt selection like?
There are t-shirts for every wrestler that I mentioned earlier.
Think that cowboy hat might
Macho
be calling
Man
me.
Andy Savage, Dustin Cody Rhodes, and Claudio the Third, and the other guy I said. I don't remember his name.
We can get gear between episodes, right?
Yeah.
All right. Could we say that I got a the disguise deflector thing? What is it called? Digital cloak.
Yeah.
And so when you guys turn away to look at it, when you turn back around, you see Boof wearing one of the T-shirts.
Oh my god.
Hey, it's him! It's the bounty!
Wait, no!
Get his ass!
God, I should probably learn what pages things are on in here. There we go.
It's the page right before. So if you
Yeah,
guys
that's
get
right,
t-shirts, if you guys buy t-shirts, or these hats, I'll give you +1 to blend in. I think there was
Yeah,
Cool.
Sammy is
did
gonna
that.
buy an Andy Ravage shirt, but it's in a XXL, and so he just pulls it on over his the clothes he's already wearing. So he's still wearing his trench coat and dress shirt and tie. underneath it.
I should always remember which one the gear is on because it's the same page Emmy's on.
It's also right in the middle.
How much is
Well,
it? How much is the
The
shirt?
breaks are right in the middle, but yeah.
The shirts are 35 smackdowns.
And the cowboy hat,
That is 15.
15. Cool.
How does the cowboy hat cost less than the shirt?
It's a very low
Branding.
quality. It's very low quality.
Like you said their cowboy hat costs less than a shirt?
Yes.
Yeah, the cowboy hat is made of it's made of that really shitty cheap synthetic felt. And like the shirt is also shitty, but it's got a brand logo and like probably made on like some fucking moon of Saturn or something in a sweatshop, but it's got like a picture on it.
I was gonna say, like, when I get the hat, I realize the hat is just made entirely of foam.
The hat is made of the same thing the hot dogs are.
No.
Yeah, foam.
Spanks looks at Emmy and looks at that hat and says, no. And then Spanks, and you can't tell where Spanks gets this, but Spanks pulls out another fedora and puts it on Emmy's head.
Yes. Well,
So
And
that's
then,
not
and
buying
then, and
this
then he
hat.
pauses and he says, wait, no, you look like an asshole, and takes it away.
I think I wear cowboy hats really well.
It wasn't a cowboy hat. You can wear the cowboy hat. I was trying something.
Well, I mean, I'll take the fedora.
Sphinx
No.
puts the fedora on Emmy and looks at him standing next to Sammy, and they look identical.
Yeah, it
And Sphinx is like, "No, you look like an asshole."
is.
So wait, does the cowboy hat make me look like an asshole, or does the fedora make me look like an asshole?
Fedora
Which one
makes
is
you
it?
look like an asshole. The cowboy hat makes you look like a nerd.
I always look like a nerd.
Well, see, there you go. You should get a nicer cowboy hat than that, though. We'll go to my hat guy after this.
You have a whole guy just for hats?
What do I fucking look like?
Well, you look like Frank Sinatra. That's the whole thing.
Exactly. Frank had a guy for shoes, and a guy for hats, and a guy for suits, and I'm way more broke than he is, but it's important.
Couldn't afford the suits and the shoes guy, but I got the hat.
I can say, yeah.
Okay, so what hat am I wearing? This is important.
You're currently wearing the shitty cowboy hat.
Okay, so I'm going to subtract 15 from my account here.
Were Pete or Sphinx going to buy any disguises?
Absolutely not. Spanx absolutely refuses to wear anything other than, like, a nice suit. And
He has-
shoes.
And I
it's
currently
attack.
have a +1 to blend in.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I have
Oh, that's-
fake merch with my digital cloak.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
I will put a +1 on the character sheet that I can write on.
Ooh.
That I totally forgot to actually fill out before the game, so I still have to have the other one up there.
Bless you.
I don't know what the hell's going on
So,
in this basement today, but woof.
allergy
In the
season.
basement.
Possibly. Usually I don't get spring allergies. Usually I only get fall allergies.
We got it.
We get you.
I'm stone cold sober. I've had half of a glass of
No,
sake.
Stone Cold
so I don't know
Sober
what-
isn't on that card.
He's not correct tonight.
I
All
wish I
right,
had
so
come
we
up
got
with
our
that joke
disguises
earlier.
blending in. I guess
Alright, so we blend in, and now we're gonna watch some wrestling,
Yeah, now
I guess.
you look like real WCW fans.
yeah, I
all we
guess
need is a homemade sign.
What time does the promotion start?
It's already started.
It's already started?
This
Okay.
event goes on for 9 hours. It's all day.
Whole day.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's already happening. There's a bunch of undercard matches. You don't recognize any of these guys. They must be.
Well, I guess we could go mill about the crowd and see if we recognize anybody who looks exactly like Pete right now in the audience.
I mean, if Pete freaks anybody out, then that'll be a pretty big tip-off, won't it?
Pete freaks
You
people
know.
out every day. How will that be any different?
You
I've
know,
gotten
if
the
I was
least
walking
weird
around...
looks in years wearing this thing.
Look, if I was walking around and I saw someone that looked exactly like me, especially now that I know my dad's in jail, yeah, that'd freak me out.
And how many? Do you even know how many clones he made? You don't.
He just shrugs.
Food for thought. Let's go.
So as you guys are walking down the aisles trying to find some seats that you could sneak into, because only 2 of you have legitimate tickets.
Well, 2 of us will sit in a seat, and the other 2 will sit on their laps. It'll be fine.
Oh.
While you're going, Pete, as you walk by a guy, he throws up a hand
He
signal.
throws up.
That goes like this, right? And he holds it out to you.
He just
What?
does the exact same thing.
He,
but,
look-
like,
he looks at his
clearly
friend
off.
and he freaks the fuck out. He's like, "Oh my god!" He did the thing. He did the thing.
Can I read that situation?
Put flashing gang signs.
Absolutely.
Alright. I'm gonna say, that's gonna be a brain thing, because I'm trying to see if I recognize the symbol. What is that, a D8? Yes.
Actually, can you do that with cool?
That's another one. I mean, I could do that with cool, but my cool is lower.
Do it with cool for me.
Okay.
Just
That
for
was
me.
a 6 on the D6.
Okay. All right. You know this. You know this. It's the symbol of the BGO. The BGO is
Cool,
one of wrestling's biggest. You've seen their T-shirts around. They're one of wrestling's biggest factions.
Mm-hmm. See, when my teenage years were only 2 years ago, it makes it a lot easier for me to remember stuff.
Yeah, they were just getting started. You see, these 2 guys came in from another promotion, and they were kept talking about the third man, and then you stopped watching after that.
Yeah, went into cryo for 2 more years or something, I don't know.
But every time they would go like this all the time.
Sorry, what does BGO stand for?
You're not sure. They
What
never really
sports?
talked about it.
Hey, what sports is happening today anyway?
WCW.
What's that? I only watch women's soccer.
Sammy, Spanks doesn't know what WCW is.
It's sort of like
Hey, you know how I'm a stunt double?
Are there hot ladies?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, the women's division of WCW is out of this world.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Out of
Okay,
this- it's
then
literally,
that's
it's on a different
cool
planet.
then.
Yeah, they have to actually they pipe those matches in on the big screen.
Also, I am so sorry, my brain is really bad at retaining information again. What was the important bit about BGO again? I was gonna write it down and then I didn't.
When you were watching, these 2 guys came in from another promotion and they said, "We're the BGO," and they would always go like this. And they kept talking about how there was a third man that they were gonna bring in, and then you stopped watching after that.
Okay.
oh, well, they must be those guys must have been big fans. Just hype.
Or maybe-
Is this
Or-
something
or
that happened
maybe-
in like actual wrestling, and we're supposed to be like, oh,
I mean,
it's like the thing that happened?
this is actually very good that you guys don't know.
Look, I'm sorry. Literally, I was saying that the player, used to watch when I was a teenager, and that was a while ago.
I know.
It's been a while. Look, the PCW matches were like around the corner from where I lived,
Oh,
so.
nice. Okay, so, yeah, that's all you
So
know.
all I know is that it was 2 guys. There was supposed to be a third, and that's probably why they throw 3 fingers up.
Maybe.
Possibly. So my little clone brain here is the little hamster wheel's gonna start going, and so, you know, they said they were always gonna bring in a third guy. Do you think the dude we're looking for might be the third guy? Maybe it's gonna be like a surprise, and that's why he's not on the roster?
Maybe. I don't know.
I
Why
was like,
you asking me?
oh, don't you know what this stuff is?
I don't know. I'm more into women's soccer. Me and Spanks, you know. Every time there's a match, they put it on all the TVs at the drag club.
Yeah, it's good stuff. The comets, the series comets. They're gonna go to the show this year, man. They're gonna do it. They're gonna beat the Mars matrons.
Well, they got Brenda
Clearly-
like Beckham on their team this year.
Yeah, they
so.
do.
Brenda like Beckham.
Brenda Beckham's technically just her stage name, but it's such a good stage name, man.
And I have exhausted the entirety of my soccer knowledge, so let's move on from this conversation.
Clearly, the
Like,
reason.
Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say clearly the reason that Emmy got into stunt doubling is because he saw pro wrestling and was like, "Oh, hey, that's kind of the same thing, but I'm too scrawny to be one of those."
Oh, I think you could be a welterweight. That's a wrestling thing, right?
No.
To some guy in the audience.
No, it absolutely isn't.
Sammy, you're being so not cool right now.
Oh my god,
Look at my
BGO!
shirt.
BGO!
PbtA.
Well,
I'm
okay,
getting
so
very into it now. I'm doing it to everybody.
Do
Like,
they think Pete is the guy?
Yeah. Out of character, Pete is currently using his, like, electronic disguise thingy to look like our bounty. And everyone keeps being like, hey, it's BTO. And Emmy's
Huh.
theory is that our bounty is the third guy they always talked about bringing in, but he stopped watching, so he's not sure. And the other two I didn't know as, this dude, right?
No. No, the other two guys
Yeah.
were, the other two guys were, Scott Nash and Kevin Hall.
So wait, Sam was like, okay, wait a second. I think there's a pretty easy way to settle the situation. He just points at like one of the guys in the crowd. He's like, hey, who is this guy? And like points to Pete.
He looks at him and he says, oh my god, BGO!
PbtA.
Yeah, settle a bet for me. What are you talking about? I will not divulge the details of the bet.
He says that's the guy. That's BGO. It even says on his shirt.
BGO.
Jim, you look
What-
down
what
and
does it say
your
on
shirt
your
says
shirt?
BGO.
Or 3.
Wait, BGO or Boof Gusto?
Yeah, see, there was a typo. It's actually Boof Gust -O. You know, these B-nets, they're really bad at typos.
Yeah.
First they forgot the I in Orion, and now this.
Wait, if this guy, if he's one of the wrestlers in the promotion tonight, Doc, do you think you could like sneak backstage? What?
you're muted.
You?
I'm sorry. See, I'll have to speak up. I didn't catch that.
Not
Doc,
sure
I
who you're
think you.
talking.
Okay, I think your hologram transmitter was malfunctioning for a second. Your voice wasn't coming through.
Oh, did you lose Discord for a second, or?
No, like your mic was just not picking you
Yeah,
up.
you're good. You're good now.
Hello.
Oh no.
Who's Doc?
That's too far into my ear.
I mean, beef.
That's me. Beef. Number 3.
It's beef, but it's spelled B33F.
It's not even beef. It's boof. Yeah. Do you think? Well, if these guys seem to think you may be one of these wrestlers, do you think you could like sneak backstage and scope out the place? Maybe you could find the actual boof.
I think that's reasonable.
Do you know
Just
anything
also
about
don't
acting?
let yourself be seen while you're doing it, because if they see you in the other booth, Things could get confusing.
the time space-time continuum could collapse.
Yeah. It'll cause a singularity.
First, do you know anything about acting or pro wrestling?
I know that beef is number 3. And I know that everyone's very excited about BGO, and I know that the guy jumps from the ladder. I think I've got this covered. Look how excited everybody is. This will be easy. Pete's like getting a little bit too into this because he's not used to people like being excited to see him. So he's like, he's there's no reasoning with him now. He believes he is Boof Gusto.
Well, maybe I should come with you in case you get busted and, in trouble.
It's like, you can be my wrestling intern. The wrestlers have that right.
I'll be your manager.
Excellent.
Has anybody got a briefcase?
Oh, I do.
Cool, can I borrow that? I've got a cowboy hat and a briefcase. It'll be perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. We can use this on the ladder.
All right, well, you guys sneak backstage, and I guess, I don't know, I think Spanks is pretty out of it. I think maybe I should just hang out with him in the audience for a little bit.
Yeah,
Until he
Pete and I
sobers
got
up.
this. I don't think Pete and I have been on a solo adventure yet. Let's do this.
Well, yeah, we'll keep an eye on things out here, make sure that, we don't see the actual boof.
Yeah, and you both know how to use your phone and actually use it.
Right.
So you'll be able to contact me.
Just call
Right.
my manager if anything comes up.
Alright, so I've got my stupid hat and I've got my briefcase. So yeah, let's walk down there like we're supposed to be there.
Oh my god, BGO! BGO! Why does he keep
Okay,
doing
while
the
they're
symbol
doing
like
that-
this? I don't understand. It's not how he normally does it. Maybe he's trying something new out.
Sammy and Spanks find, like, a couple of open seats and just sidle in.
Alright, great.
Yeah, there were only 2 ticket seats anyways, so...
Oh, before we leave, because I have the projector and I have a fake wristband, or maybe I don't need one, I give one of you
Yeah,
my
you don't
actual
need
legitimate wristband.
Oh yeah, because you
Oh, yeah.
actually bought one.
I guess... Well, no, I guess Spanks bought one too, so...
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah.
legit, because he just went on. This is too complicated, and it's only $25. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That adds up after a while. Look at how much money I saved by weaseling myself out of paying for anything for 6 episodes. Alright, well, I don't need a wristband because I'm the manager, and you don't need a wristband because you're BGO. So...
I guess Samuel's take the
Usually
wristband
that
then.
I reflectively do the thing.
I feel so sorry for the podcast people who don't have the
Yeah.
visual for this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so they keep flashing like a 3-finger like sideways W.
No, it's upside,
Sort of
it's
thing.
upside down.
Oh, there you go.
Look, if you're a podcast listener, just stop what you're doing unless you're driving, and in which case, just keep driving. Don't stop doing anything.
People listen to our podcast.
Yeah, actually, they do.
Yeah,
They have
me
pretty
and
good
Alex.
If you're driving and you're going below 65, pull out your phone, put it on the dashboard.
numbers. Jim.
If you're going over 65, slow down, and then pull out your phone.
If you're at a wrestling match, what are you doing listening to a podcast?
Yeah, stop it. All right, so you guys go. You're able to find on the floor level a service entrance that leads to the back,
Nice. Okay.
and everybody just sees BGO, and they don't question anything.
It's like security guards, and I'm doing the thing.
Yeah.
Just walk by with a hat tip with my stupid briefcase.
Yeah, there's no question at all. So you get back there and you move back to the locker room, and there's it's a big open area. There are all sorts of wrestlers changing, putting on different clothes. Some of them are putting on their makeup. A couple of them are putting on their lucha masks. Some of them are bleh. A couple of them are spraying water all over themselves. So that their
I love
hair's
how
wet
you
and
like
they're-
froze like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. So their hair's all wet and their bodies are glistening. Don't look at me like that.
Emmy's
Teal.
just over here trying not to have a gay panic. Look, he already had a hard time with the cyber bikers.
And yeah, there's all sorts of people here.
But no one looks like, aside from me, no one looks like
No.
Gusto.
No. And a very tall. This guy's got to be 7 feet. He's got long blonde hair, and he's wearing a tank top and nothing else. But the tank top goes like below his. It like goes almost down to his knees.
So he's wearing a sundress.
Sure. And he holds his hand out towards towards BGO. And he says, "All right, brother, you made it."
Oh no. Oh no,
That's
is this what I think
Great
it
to
is?
be here, brother, and shakes his hand.
How firmly do you shake his hand?
I guess I got to roll for that, right? Is that a
I
muscles?
mean, no. I'm asking. How
As
firmly
firm
is your
as I
intent
can.
to- Uh-oh. He looks you dead in the eye and says, "What? Hey, brother, you gonna be all right tonight?"
I'm always all right.
Knock it off with the mark shit. What's the?
The what? I actually missed that out of character.
He said, "Knock it off with the mark shit."
The mark sheet. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I can't stand Mark either.
Jesus. This is great.
We sent the 2 people with the lowest cool stat in for this.
Yeah,
This is
meanwhile,
great.
Emmy and Spanks are just like in the audience, just like eating hot dogs.
Why would you?
Spanks is watching the women's match, just being like, "Yeah, get her." Yeah.
Spanks and Emmy are both having very different gay panics.
Oh, there's no panic here. There's delight. Also, Spanks knows he's gay. He's lesbian.
Look,
For those who don't know this, Spanks is a he/him lesbian. He is a
Yes.
woman. Let's be clear.
look, Emmy didn't have a whole lot of time to figure this out.
And Sammy's just like, "Hey, these hot dogs aren't that bad."
It's like literally leather.
That's why they're so expensive. They're actual leather.
That's stupid.
All right. So anyway, this tall guy says, "Look, Terry, just be cool out there tonight. All right, don't fuck this up."
Oh, of course. Wouldn't dream of it.
All right, go find Kevin. He's been wanting to talk to you.
God, I
Then
was
he
just
walks
on my
away.
way.
He walks away.
Do I recognize this wrestler, by the way?
Yeah, that's Scott Nash. He was one of the 2 guys in the BGO.
That's what I was thinking. So I'm keeping my mouth shut because I'm pretty sure this dude knows that this dude doesn't have a manager. Or at least not one that looks like me.
It turned at me and I'm like, I wonder if that guy was a fan. Seemed pretty nice.
So yeah, I mean it's just like, no, that's one of them, like one of the BGO guys.
That could have gone very poorly.
It almost did. You know, sometimes the best way to get through the stuff is just to keep your mouth shut and nod.
He just not.
Alright, so, do we still don't see, like, our usual guy, but do we see the other member of, BGO?
So you look around and you don't see, Kevin Hall anywhere.
Also, I apologize in advance if you hear, like, screaming geese in the background. It's that time of the year.
You're good.
What?
It's the audience.
Honk, honk,
Look,
honk.
they
honk.
get really, really angry and try to fight their reflections in anything they see it in, which includes car bumpers and the glass doors. So they get very noisy.
I see.
So you guys gonna ask around for Kevin Hall?
I guess so, right? Unless, should we ask around, or should we just wander and keep our mouths shut and see if we run into
Well,
him?
either way, it's gonna be a roll, but we're gonna come back to that. So you guys figure out exactly what you want to do. So Spanks and Sammy, you guys are in the stands, and these two short, nerdy-looking guys come up with nachos in their hands and 92-ounce drinks. And they say, "Hey, you guys are in our seats."
No.
It doesn't look like it.
Spanks holds up his ticket and says it right here. This is where I'm sitting.
Does the ticket match your seat?
It does.
Okay. Then they look at the ticket, and they look down at your seat, they look at the ticket. One guy turns to the other, and he says, "What does your ticket say?" And they pull out the tickets, and their tickets have the same numbers.
Oh, take it up with the staff, man. At this point, Spanks has started to sober up. He's like, take it up with the staff. It's not our problem.
Well, hold on. Why should we have to? Maybe you're the guys with maybe you bought fake tickets. Maybe we should all go together. We should solve this.
I
Maybe
don't
that
feel
two
like
is a
moving.
5.
Well, I feel like sitting down, so maybe you know, maybe
There's nobody else is sitting near us. You can sit somewhere else for the moment.
Now that wouldn't be proper. We need to sit in the right seats as assigned by what we bought. This event is almost sold out, you know. It's
Hey,
it's
Sammy,
Starrcade.
stop me from just fucking getting thrown out and just fucking decking this kid.
Well, I kind of want those nachos. I don't want you to spill them.
Yeah.
Well, listen, why don't you guys, you leave the drinks and the nachos with us, and you go get the manager, and you can sort it out there. We'll keep an eye on any refreshments for you.
That doesn't make any sense at all. Why would we do that?
Well, it doesn't make sense that all four of us have to go, right?
You're right.
That was in the letter to manipulate someone.
Okay, yeah, sure. He said, you know what? You're right. It doesn't make any sense. How about you come with me, and I'll leave my friend here, and we'll go and sort it out.
All right, fine. I don't think these guys are going away. It's Spank, you hang that for a second.
What?
And he hands Spanks the kid's soda.
Okay, Spanks just sort of holds it and keeps drinking his water.
Hey,
Drink. You need the electrolytes. Drink up.
One of the
It's
nerd
a
kids sits down
92 ounce
next to Spanks
Baja
in
Blast.
Sammy's seat.
Yeah, Spanks is holding the soda like this, over here,
Shipped in fresh from Mars.
That was why it's $32.
Oh boy, I'm so
Or 32
excited.
Smackdowns.
I'm so excited to see Boof Ghosto beat the shit out of El Scorpion.
Boof
Oh,
Gusto,
hey,
huh?
wait, man. We're excited. Can you tell us more about Boof? We're new to the whole scene, man. We want to know, what the cool stuff to, follow is.
Oh, Boof Gusto, he's in the BGO. He's the BGO OG.
Damn, really? Seriously? Why don't you
Yeah.
tell us some more about that?
Well, he came in with Kevin and Scott from the other promotion, and they've been running roughshod over everybody, beating the crap out of him. He's gonna beat the shit out of El Scorpion. They've been building this up for 18 months.
And you think maybe he's got a real beef with El Scorpion?
Well, I mean, I try not to be one of those out of kayfabe thinkers about the show. Frankly, I prefer
No,
to keep
no,
it all.
I get it, but I still want to know, man.
Well, like I said, I prefer not to read too many of the dirt sheets and just stick to kayfabe and judging the show on its own merits. I try not to think about what they do backstage and their personal relationships.
You read a lot of fanfiction, kiddo?
What? No, I mean, I read some fantasy booking, if that's what you mean, but I mean, it's... One time I wrote a 3-month-long fantasy booking about how the BGO was going to overtake the entire promotion. Then
That's real cool, kiddo. Thanks for talking to us.
He keeps going on and on as we cut to Sammy.
Spanks just sort of stares into the middle. Spanks just sort of does that thing where he stares in the middle distance and it just doesn't hear a goddamn word. But he's like,
all right, so Sammy, you're with this kid now, as I've successfully managed to split the party into 3 different groups.
I'm gonna get the drink. I'll be back.
All right.
Heading back to the ticket counter or what?
He wants to speak to the manager, so he's taking you up to an above box. Like,
can we get up there? Like, why would this kid be able to get us up there?
He knocks on the door and it opens.
Okay, who's there?
Well, there's stairs and it leads into a box office seat, like a I don't know what like a VIP box, right? Like it's an enclosed area.
Skybox?
Yeah, like skybox. That's the word I was looking for. And it's got like a big window that overlooks the whole thing, and there are TVs showing the TV broadcast of it, so you can watch that. And there's all sorts of food and everything laid out, free drinks, all that stuff.
and he says, "Here, we'll get this all sorted out right now."
Yeah, sure.
And he walks up, and there's a guy with in a suit, looking down. He's holding a big cigar, and he's just watching the matches from up here.
Does Sammy recognize it? I guess he wouldn't. He's not a wrestling fan.
No, you have no idea who this
guy
is.
It's surreptitiously take a picture and send it to Emmy. Who is this guy? Apparently Emmy's the only wrestling fan in this party.
You left your flash on though, so you're like discreetly. It's like, shh.
Excuse me, Uncle Eric.
What do you want, kid?
This guy was in my seat. Also, his drag queen friend was in the other seat. I don't know what the deal. They said that the tickets were the same as our tickets. The numbers were the same.
King! I know I'm not there, but...
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
He can't tell the difference. He's a fucking dork nerd.
Yeah, I figure.
It's worse than a dork or a nerd.
But Spanks is so used to this that from all the way across the city of his somebody fucked it up senses are too good. He's
yeah.
Drag King! And the kid next to it is like, what?
What? No,
Stupid
Drag
friend.
King hasn't been in the promotion since the 2080s.
Oh wow, there's a wrestler called Drag King? That's great.
Yeah, he was in a tag team with the Drag Queen, and then they had a son named Drag Prince and Drag Princess, and they were part of the Drag Dynasty.
Why don't you tell me all about it, kiddo?
I will.
And then Spanks
Drag King debuted in 1976.
Spanks is beginning to pay attention is definitely napping with his eyes open, just
Somewhere, Emmy has the satisfaction of no longer being the most annoying person to ever talk to Spanks.
Spanks is just wondering why he's a magnet for terribly annoying people, but then is just really glad that he's cultivated this disassociation technique where he's just like...
Anyway, Uncle Eric, how are we gonna resolve this seat situation? They had the same ticket numbers and everything.
Yeah, this is all just a big mix. It's a big misunderstanding. It's fine, you know. You can sit on my lap.
I'd prefer if you didn't do that with my nephew. He turns around to face you for the first time. He's got graying hair. He's wearing a suit. Under the suit, he has a BGO t-shirt. He says,
Not
listen.
Boof Gusto, is it?
No, it's not Boof Gusto.
Okay.
It's not Boof Gusto. He says, listen, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why you have the same seat as my nephew over there. Listen, I don't want to cause any problems. It's clear you're a big fan. After all, you're wearing a Macho Man Andy Ravage t-shirt.
A what? Oh yeah. Yeah, I love Nacho Guy.
It's Nacho Man. Andy Savage.
I love Nacho Libre.
You know, I produced that movie. Anyway.
The remake.
Yeah, the remake, obviously.
The 7th remake of Nacho Libre.
The reboot.
Yeah.
He says, listen, I don't want my nephew, obviously he likes where he's at. And he likes to view it down in the stadium. You seem like you're a man of culture. Why don't you stay up here with me? And
I certainly am a man of culture.
And if you have I know my nephew, he always brings his shitty little friend. You can, if there's a mix up with his seat too, he can come on. Your friend can come on back up here too.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Mr. What was your name again?
My name is Eric Turner.
Mr. Turner, that's very kind of you. He just sends Spank a text. There's like upstairs now.
What? Huh?
Upstairs box now. Man suit.
And Hook door.
Man hook door. No, Hook's not here.
These are all just emotes.
Okay,
They're not
and
actual
then,
words.
Spanks text back is like, speak English. Spanks just calls you.
Sorry, I forgot I wasn't texting the doc. You know, you gotta be monosyllabic with him.
Yeah, use
get
your
up here.
words.
I got us some better seats.
Oh, fucking sweet. Should I bring the kid?
No, ditch the kid, but bring the nachos.
Okay. Spanks grabs the nachos and it says, "Hey kiddo, my bud's calling. I gotta go deal with him. You gonna be okay down here on your own?"
Oh my god, you know, ever since I was a kid, I've always loved wrestling. My favorite guy was The Undertaker. It's a good thing that he was able to become a cyborg and wrestle into the time where I was allowed to see him.
That's great, kid. You take care of yourself. Don't go into music.
Okay, bye.
Spanks leaves. Spanks leaves. And goes up to... and makes his way upstairs.
Okay, great. So while you're doing
with the nachos, which
yes.
he has taken, he left the soda.
So, you guys, Pete and Emmy, what are you guys doing exactly?
Let's see. Is there anything like, as opposed to just like the main poster rosters outside, is there anything like inside that's kind of like, not quite like a play-by-play, but maybe, you know, the wrestling equivalent of a set list?
Give me read a situation, or gather intel. Gather intel.
Gather intel, okay. That is, I should really probably put these in order of, like... There we go. Gather intel! There we go. Come on, roll something other than a 1, please. That's a 6.
Yeah, you've been rolling pretty bad today. Other than your 18.
Except for the 70. Yeah. the 17.
Alright, so what was it? 6?
It was a 6. It was a gather intel. Did you want to look around too? Do you know what you're looking for?
Oh, that's not... I wouldn't advise that right now.
I mean, is there a computer or something I could hack into, though? Or...
But aren't you in character?
That's true.
Like
I could be checking my email.
Look, it's not weird for like the quote unquote manager to be double checking and making sure that we know what's going on tonight. So yeah, I'll do a gather intel, see if I can't find anything that's like posted, or maybe one of the other wrestlers is like reviewing some last minute notes or whatever.
Well, so there is the wrestling equivalent of a set list. It's I'm not sure exactly what they would call it, but it's basically the card for the night. It just lists all the matches and the time that they're supposed to go on and who wins.
Okay. And
who wins in
so
advance?
What?
How did I know who wins in advance?
Are you asking
no.
legit?
Sorry. I tried to ask with a straight face, but I couldn't.
Okay.
I was like, Jim.
I was like, is this in character? Because then he's about to like shoot you a look.
I thought it was out of character. I thought I was gonna have to explain to Jim that wrestling's fake.
You guys, do you know that wrestling's fake?
Pete's got no idea, though. You know what?
Oh yeah, Pete is legit.
But Pete's been told to keep his mouth shut and smile and nod. So.
All right, and so you see listing. It says BGO versus El Scorpion, and the winner is listed blank, which is strange because it's not obviously not, supposed to be blank.
That feeds into Spanks' suspicion about the bounty. Spanks has suspicions now.
Uh-oh.
Did Spanks ever mention the name of the person that he got all that information from?
Which name?
The name of the guild person with the weird voice thingy.
Spanks knows his online handle, but not like his real name.
What's his online handle?
I, the player, know. I'm asking if
69.
I know the handle because I wrote it down. I'm asking if
Spanks does not know the guy's real name.
Yeah, but
because that was a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
So
did Spanks give the handle?
Yeah. El Scorpion was the guy that Spanks got the info from last episode.
Oh, El Scorpion.
About the organization.
Your face is completely blown out in sunlight.
Yeah, no.
It's not sunlight.
I just wanted to be shiny for a minute.
Yeah, that Onslaught knows that because Onslaught saw the face I made when he mentioned it.
I wrote something down.
So
yeah, obviously, yeah. I mean, Spanks would remember that, but I don't think, at least not during the episode, it didn't happen. Spanks never mentioned El Scorpion over the phone to any of us, just the information that he got from him.
Yeah, but
Jensen, the player, completely forgot this.
Yeah, Emmy was the one.
So the guy I was raiding with was named El Scorpion.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say it takes. So somebody mentioned the kid mentioned El Scorpion, and it takes Spanks a good 15 minutes of continuing to walk around and not thinking, and before he goes, "Hey, wait a minute," and he finally thinks to text Emmy hey, El Scorpion was the name of the guy that my friend Renee, who, in Renee's raid static that, I was playing with the other night, the one who gave me all the info about the thing.
Okay, so he reads that, and, is there anybody, looking at the moment?
No.
Alright, then, I'm going to quickly take a shot of the list and send it back to Spanks. Because I'm looking and I'm just oh, that's weird, someone's not.
So Spanks says, okay, so I know that wrestling is, it's performance art, but I mean, wrestling is as much performance art as my drag shows, but I'm pretty sure. So some kid rambled on at me for like an hour about this shit, and it sounded to me like there was some the kid kept going on about how it's all fake, but it sounded to me like there might have been actual beef between this L Scorpion guy and our target.
Yeah.
Which is bad because for multiple reasons. And it makes me wonder if there's been a hit gotten taken. If we're supposed to, I don't fucking know. I'm telling you the information. I'm not smart enough to put the pieces together.
Yeah. So, Emmy, having all of the details now, and being the only one, I guess, who can put it together, is going to be like, oh, this could be a problem.
Why? Is this guy supposed to be good? I think
like,
I can
take him. We don't know who's supposed to win.
Quickly, Spanks
how would you know ahead of time?
Again and says, "Hey, if you run into El Scorpion and you want to like wig him out slightly, tell him that Himbo Hugs says is warning him to stay out of the AOE."
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so with my new mission, I'm gonna go look for El Scorpion. And I guess I'll very quietly explain to Pete that you know how acting works?
Oh yeah. They you do the thing and they point the camera at you and that's the movie, right?
If only I was talking to Martin Steve. He'd understand.
There's a beautiful a cosmic irony to going to being his understudy.
Auntie
now
Martha
you're my manager.
This man has no respect for the stage.
It's like, okay,
no wonder
real quick.
He hangs out with Sammy.
It's like, okay, real quick rundown is that, these things, it's a show. It's like a live show, but it's like they're actors that also know how to beat the shit out of each other. So sometimes the beating the shit out of each other is real, but it's predetermined.
So it's real is what you're saying. You said it was real, so it's real, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, they actually are very strong, and they actually can, beat the snot out of each other, and sometimes people do actually get hurt, but, it's all for the performance.
The real performance of fighting prowess, right?
Not quite, no.
What are we
But either way,
then?
we...
He's smart!
He's only book smart.
Apparently.
Yeah, there are different types of intelligence.
It's you know what, we'll explain this later. Actually, I bet we can probably find, some old, I don't know, betas or something with some episodes on it.
Don't they do behind-the-scenes documentaries of this shit ever?
Oh, shoot. I didn't realize you were still on the phone, Spanks. You know what, Spanks? Here. And, he's just gonna hand the phone to... to let you explain it while going to look for
fucking
Scorpion.
Dumbass! Have you ever been to a drag show?
No time for any entertainment in grad school.
Okay, wait, Pete? Am I Frank Sinatra for real?
Oh,
I mean...
Oh, no.
I never really questioned it. I thought he was much older, but then you showed up and I was like, alright.
Hey, Frank Sinatra's been dead for about 500 years at this point.
Why are you trying to drink anything?
Oh, are you okay?
I'm not Frank Sinatra. My real name is Janice. I do this for a living. I perform as him because I can sing really well, and I sing well as him, and it makes the ladies swoon. It is my job. Similarly, these guys go up on stage and they pretend to beat the shit out of each other for entertainment, but it's all determined who wins and who loses in advance most of the time. It's all like a TV show.
It's not real?
It's not real!
Emmy just said it's real!
Emmy didn't say that, you're just stupid!
Yes. This is
This
very.
is
This is a lot to take in.
I'm like, this is like, oh my god, you ever seen the old movie Galaxy Quest?
Yeah.
You're like a Thermian. You're sitting here being like, oh, polar people when people are talking about Gilligan's Island.
Is it at all a problem that Spanks is like in the middle of this like wrestling crowd yelling to a phone about how wrestling is fake?
Actually, to that, Spanks goes like this, hey guys, I'm so sorry, my friend is he's just fucking stupid. He's just dumb. Wrestling is such a wonderful performance art, and I have nothing but respect for people. Anyway, you're an idiot.
Well, he's busy with that. I'm looking for El Scorpion. Because
Great.
Spanks gave me something to say to him.
Give me read a situation.
All right.
Spanks is also thinking to himself, I bet I could take El Scorpion in PvP. I've been playing longer than him.
All right. Let's read a situation. That's another 6. Pointy.
Okay. So, you don't see him anywhere. You don't see anyone who would match the description of anyone. You're not familiar with what this guy looks like because he was not around when you were watching. He's weird, you know. So you don't know what he looks like. And there's no obvious other. There are a few other locker rooms with private names. None of them say El Scorpion.
Spanks goes, do we really know that he is El Scorpion? Because it's entirely possible he was just a fan. But and then again, everything seems really weird today.
Well, so without that, we did run into one of the BGO people, though, right?
Yes, you ran into Scott Nash.
Do I see him still around?
No, he has disappeared.
Okay.
Now we don't see
Anybody...
Kevin.
Yeah. Or anybody else that I recognize...
Well, there's
But,
Macho Man Andy Ravage.
Yeah, sure, let's talk to Andy Ravage. I want to hear that voice.
Oh yeah, oh, it's the big man BGO, oh yeah, I see you got a new manager, hope this one's better than the last one, which turned out to be your ex-wife, oh yeah.
Was it Martha?
No, I don't know who that is.
This
He goes
is
to
while
open his mouth and then catches himself and just nods.
Her name
no,
is Elizabeth.
this is while Pete is talking on the phone or listening to.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. So you're having this conversation over his shoulder. You hear, "What do you mean wrestling isn't real?"
Oh,
But anyways, it's like,
I didn't notice he was on the phone. I'm sorry, he's a very busy man.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that's all right. And yeah, I'm gonna attempt a accent, the only one I can fall into naturally, which is the Texan one, because I've got the hat on. So it's like, oh, that's all right. What I was wanting to know is because he kind of had a little too much before, stage fright. But
Oh, yeah,
I was
listen,
checked
I
in
know
the.
my man Terry's had substance abuse problems before. Oh yeah, it's a good thing he got that cleaned up though. But he's not falling off of the wagon again, is he?
I haven't been his manager for very long.
Oh yeah, I know. Elizabeth was here last week, and now you're here. It's a big deal.
Yeah, but anyways, I was checking, the set list, and I noticed that we call a set list where I'm from.
Oh, okay. You're from the world class promotion down there in Space, Texas, yeah. Yeah, down in the Von Erich territory.
Spexus.
Oh yeah, the Von Erich territory. Oh yeah, I was down
Space
there.
Texas is an asteroid that after Texas is seeded from the planet Earth, and they
Fucking
took a
cannon!
president on their own asteroid, and they asteroid
Time to write
belt.
that supplement.
Yes, please let me help you write that supplement. Please.
And after the cows went extinct in the rest of the solar system, that's the only place that they get them from, which is why the leather hot dogs are so expensive.
Okay.
Oh yeah, what were we talking? Oh yeah, the Von Erich territory and all that. Yeah, with the Funks and the Von Erichs.
Anyways,
Michael PSAs. Oh yeah.
Anyway, you're killing me, Onslaught. I did this to myself.
I didn't drop that name if I couldn't do the voice. Oh yeah.
Oh, I was looking forward to it. I just wasn't prepared. Anyways, I noticed that it doesn't have a winner written down.
It doesn't have a wiener? What?
And I'll just kind of like see if I can like nudge him back over to the little list, the little bracket, whatever it is.
Oh, hey, you're right. Hey, that is weird. That is weird
So,
that there wouldn't be the winner of the match. Oh no.
Yeah, but you don't know who's supposed to win or seen El Scorpion around, have you?
Well, I've been concentrating on the match that I'm supposed to have with Ryu the Dragon Steamboat later.
Right.
I've been, I mean, you all knew, so you don't know, but, I tend to script out and plan every moment of my matches in advance. And he pulls out a notebook that is like a list of like hundreds of sequences. He says, yeah, I got this all memorized, and we do it exactly like I got written down. I got it planned out. Me and Ryu, we've been in my backyard the last couple months planning out the whole thing. Oh yeah.
That's amazing. Have you ever thought about going into like movies, theater?
Well, I was in that one Spider-Man movie.
Oh, I'll have to go check it out then. But
oh yeah.
Yeah, anyways,
it's extremely
have
weird
you seen
that it wouldn't be listed? Are you gonna ask me if I haven't seen El Scorpion at all? I would have asked him first.
Yeah, I've been looking for El Scorpion, but I can't seem to find him.
I mean, the last 10, 12 months, he's been real secretive. He's been really getting into character, you know? It's very weird.
Just getting into character. I'm not actually saying this in character, but I'm still going. Just getting into character involve like going on raids in random MMOs.
I don't know.
Yeah, the best part is that because Pete is still nearby, you're hearing all of this.
So yeah, so in that case, and like Pete hasn't hung up the phone. Pete's just still on the phone with me. So yeah, Spanks says, does getting into character involve like playing video games?
Hold on, I'll ask. Excuse me, does getting into character involve playing video games?
Terry, I don't know. Some of these young guys, they're all about the video games. They don't be doing none of the pills or the drinking or any of that stuff. Not like me and you old-timers do.
Oh, absolutely not, Joe. Yeah, it sounds like the kids are into video games.
Yeah, but El Scorpion, he's one of the old guys. He wouldn't be doing none of that stuff. Not that I know of. Nope.
Maybe we're barking up the wrong tree, and the El Scorpion I was playing with was just a fan. But all the more reason why, if you see him, you should try that line to see if you see him.
I'm assuming that you told him to hand the phone to me for a second, so you could tell me that.
Yeah.
So now I've got the phone.
Well, hey, Terry, now that you're off the phone, I can have a good old conversation with you. Yeah. It's so sad about what happened with you and Elizabeth.
I need to talk to him some more. It's very important. I'm his personal trainer. And I'm reminding him to drink his protein shakes.
I don't know why you're telling me that. but okay. And then I'll hand the phone.
Back to on the phone. Oh, you're very busy. Okay, I understand.
I'm very sorry,
Maybe-
Nacho.
maybe- Yeah, maybe we can talk after your match with El Scorpion or after my match with Ryu the Dragon Steamboat.
Yeah,
Anyway,
hey,
I gotta
actually,
go already.
being a
Good
new
luck. I hope you win.
being a new manager and stuff, I don't quite have everybody's contact. Can I get your number?
Oh yeah, it's 555 snap into a Slim Jim.
Perfect. Emmy finally got somebody's number.
Yeah.
Achievement unlocked.
Alright, so yeah, I guess if nothing else, I guess just we'll keep seeing if we can find El Scorpion, and if not, then I guess maybe ask any other wrestlers I might see about El
Alright,
Scorpion, and
so
just continue the same story of I'm new and I'm trying to get
Well,
this
and
sorted.
actually, in the meantime, Spanks
so
is gonna
Spanks,
finally
you're
hang up
gonna-
the phone,
yeah.
and
You're gonna go up
and
to
Spanks
the
finally
skybox.
goes, "Okay, fine." Well, what am I doing?
You're gonna go up to the skybox, I'm asking?
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the skybox.
Okay. That's
But
exactly what I was gonna
before he gets there, he's actually sober enough that he goes, "Okay," and he looks for an El Scorpion T-shirt.
do. Okay, you find one for sale.
Is it overpriced as fuck?
Yeah, of course. This is
I try to
Starrcade,
shoplift
motherfucker.
it.
You try to shoplift it. I don't have a thing for this. What's
Disarm someone? Question mark? Disrobe someone?
this rope? That's Spanks.
Keep
That's
cool
Spanks'
under pressure.
specialty. Yeah, keep cool under pressure might actually work.
Yeah. It doesn't feel particularly Sinatra-like to shoplift, so I'm just gonna roll the D12 here.
Are you smoking?
Yes, I am smoking.
Well, then you should probably have advantage. I think that's how that works.
Yes, it is.
Is it
That
an
is a
advantage
plus-
or like
I'm
a
sorry,
bonus?
you have +1.
It's a +1 for smoking. That's an 11 though.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, he just casually grabs a t-shirt, walks out. Nobody does anything.
The guy behind the stand just goes, "That guy's so cool."
Yup. So he then like takes off his suit. You know, he basically takes off his suit jacket, puts the shirt on like over his other stuff, and then puts the suit jacket on open over it.
Right.
Which really, I think, probably makes him look like he's staff or something. Like he works here.
That's almost exactly how Eric Turner is dressed when you finally get up there.
Yeah, so he gets
So
up there.
Sammy's
And
up
says,
there. So Sammy's up there when you walk in, and he's lounging back on like a leather chair with this guy. He's like smoking a cigar. He's like, jazz and wrestling are pretty similar. If you think about it, like jazz is about the notes you don't play, and wrestling it's all about the hits you don't sell. I mean, I really think we can put something together. They got all kinds of they gotta have some kind of musical accompaniment, like a halftime show and this kind of thing, right?
Yeah, well,
I really think the smooth jazz and the wrestling crowds
I
are
really don't think it's.
there's an
I mean-
untapped market there for that sort of crossover.
Listen, last year we had Space Kiss play.
Oh yeah, Space Kiss with
Space Gene Simmons and Space
Gene Simmons. And, yeah, okay, yeah.
One atom had given way.
Well, trust me, I
Sorry,
provide
I zoned out there for a minute, but I'm up in the box. And what's
It's fine. You missed nothing of value.
Oh,
I
good.
provide a much classier service than Space Gene Simmons does. I can promise you that.
Well, I mean, they did allow us to use the branding of their makeup for our wrestler, the Space Kiss Demon. He fought RoboCop.
Listen, I got a whole ship full of replica Sammy Sinclair fedoras.
I'm not sure
Could
we
pass
need
those
it.
out as a promotion.
Not sure.
Am I interrupting you two? Like, have you reached some kind of rapport here?
Oh, this must be your friend.
Spanks,
Please
come on
introduce
in.
me.
This is my good friend Eric Turner.
Janice. And I'm Janice Rigby. What's up?
Yeah, well, that's strange. Your friend Sammy here was calling you Spanks Sinatra, talking all about you.
Yeah, it's my stage name.
I respect that. I respect a good stage name. After all, I am in the professional wrestling business.
Exactly. Figured you appreciate.
Well, feel free to help yourself to any of the food and enjoy the show.
Thanks, sir. Hey, I had a quick question though. I'm a fan of. I am both a fan of your guys, but I'm also, as you can see, a fan of Yell Scorpion. I was wondering, like, can I get something signed by him, or has he just been totally MIA this whole time?
Would you like to meet him after the show?
I would love to meet him. I think that'd be really cool.
Great. I can have that arranged. No problem.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And whenever it becomes less non-conspicuous to do so, Spanks texts that to Emmy.
Sammy's like, why the hell do you care about El Scorpion? We're here for the...
Shut up.
So,
it's not the group
goulash.
chat. It's just going directly to me because Spanks didn't want to deal with y'all's bullshit.
midway through the next match, there's a knock on the door, and Eric Turner says to come in, and in walks a beautiful young lady wearing a business suit, and she has a clipboard, and she walks up to him. He says, "Oh, Elizabeth, good to see you." And he takes the
Oh no.
thing, and he reads over it, and he signs something, and he hands it back, and he says, "Everything should be in order." And she says, "Yes."
Nice. Immediately is texting Emmy with this information.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, isn't Elizabeth the name of the actual manager?
Yes. But after he does that, Spanks says, "Oh, Elizabeth, you're what's the guy's? Sorry, Onslaught. What's the guy's name again?"
Macho Man, or who?
No.
Boof Gusto.
Eric?
BGO.
You're Boof's manager?
Buff Gusto would have been a better name, actually.
Yeah.
Think about it.
That might actually be it. I'm just reading what the name in the back of the book is. Offhand. Anyway, she says, "Yes, hello?"
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Janice Rigby. I work in various performance art spaces. Your name's come up a couple of times.
Oh, really?
Just nice to meet you.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't usually work in the wrestling scene. Usually I do stuff within, various live stagecraft and music shows, but I've been around in the business, so.
Oh, well, good to meet you. I hope in the future we might be able to work together.
I hope so too. That would be pretty great.
Great. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Yep.
And she leaves.
Yeah, so, Spanks goes back and is texting Emmy. I just saw her. She's probably heading backstage now. You should probably bug out and tell Pete to get the fuck out of there and turn off his thing.
Okay. Also, it is BUPH. I think that actually is Buff.
Maybe. I don't know.
Not anymore, it's not.
This is more fun.
I don't know.
Alright, so I get that, and,
Listen, to be fair,
I guess...
I don't think anyone at this... I think you guys have been saying Boof. I don't think anyone at this show, because they keep calling him just BGO. So you guys might be dumbasses rating his name Boof.
We're all going off of whatever Pete told us his name was.
That's exactly.
I'm gonna blame it.
Honestly, that just sells the new lie that Spanks has been telling, that he's just like, he works in the management and promotion business, because God knows managers are like that.
In Texas, we say boof. Anyways, in Space, Texas, specifically.
Yeah, so you...
But anyways, I get that, so I abandoned whatever I was doing, because I think I said I was trying to talk to other wrestlers or figure out what's going on and be like, oh yeah, I'm new, and luckily I have not dropped my name to anybody because no one's asked me. They're just like, oh, manager.
Yeah.
And I did at least get Andy Savage's phone number.
Yeah.
No, it was Andy Ravage, isn't that it?
Andy Ravage, there we go.
Yeah. So
Nacho Man,
what are you doing
Andy
exactly?
Ravage. I'm going to abandon whatever that is whenever I get that text message.
Yeah. Okay, and then...
And find Pete and be like, okay, we gotta go.
Alright, well, he's right there.
Okay, so, yeah. Well, I'll get Pete away from whoever we've been talking to and apologize because it's real busy. You know how it is.
Yeah.
And then
As
try to
you
start,
are-
like, escorting
as you
him
are
out
trying to leave, a shorter man with long black hair and he's wearing like a leather vest and wrestling gear comes up to you and he says, Emmy will recognize this guy as Kevin Hall. And he says, "Oh, Terry, you ready to go out there? We're up next."
Pete nods.
He keeps his mouth shut and he nods. All right, good. Let's go. And they lead you. He leads you to another passageway that leads out to the what they call in wrestling the gorilla position. It's the area right before, like the stage, the entrance stage. There's like a black curtain and some guys set up with monitors and stuff like that.
Manager, do you still have my briefcase? Grab the briefcase.
Is there a gun in the briefcase?
Ooh.
I don't know.
No,
It was Banks's briefcase.
Yeah, it's Spanks' briefcase. There's no guns in there.
But you could have put a gun.
But I kind of like keep going as like, cause you know, there's a big question mark on there. They don't know. Maybe the manager is like a surprise tag in. So I'm just gonna follow.
All right. Well, it's you're there and Kevin Hall and Scott Nash are both there. They're all dressed now. Now they have BGO gear on. Right. They're ready to go out. And Voodoo Child by Jimi Hendrix starts to play. What do you do?
Do I step out?
Is that what you want to do?
Do I step out? That's what I said.
We're in too
See,
deep,
Terry,
so
that's
I'm
your
just
cue.
going to like nudge.
Oh, right. Sorry. I've just been drinking. I'm gonna
Oh man,
grab
it's
the
off the
briefcase
wagon
and
again.
march
This is
on
gonna
out.
go great. And so you
I'm
come
just
out.
gonna stand here.
The crowd is roaring. They're cheering along with the music.
Once
as you
again, the
come
two
out-
people who actually have cool are not here.
As
We're like,
as you come out, pyro shoots off and explodes next to you on the stage, and you come down and you get into the ring. The ramp is really long. There are fans all along the side, and they're going, "BGO, BGO."
wait.
Okay, so at this point, so Spanks and Sammy are up in the
Yep.
box,
Yep.
and they're watching this guy come out, and then they start seeing Pete
you get a text
flashing
that
the
says
sign,
too late.
going like this, and Sammy's like, "Oh God, God damn
And
it."
then Spanks, you get a text that says, "Sorry, too late."
Like Spanks looks at Sammy and then looks down there and says, "Sammy, that's Pete."
That's your briefcase.
Yeah, listen, Mr. Turner, it's been great. You got my card, and let's keep in touch, and yeah, we'll work something out for this kind of cross promotion deal.
You're gonna
We
leave
gotta
before this?
go.
You're gonna leave
We-
before
Also,
So
the.
if Elizabeth is single, tell her that. Don't actually tell her that. She's very. Anyway, we'll talk.
We gotta. We both have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, those 92-ounce sodas really go through
Yeah,
you.
they're really. Yeah, and those crater dogs really go through you.
You both have to go to the bathroom at the exact same time.
All right.
Just leave.
So
Yeah, I
Pete,
think we're gonna. I assume that we're booking it down toward the stage.
Sammy, do you have a plan?
So, how easy? Okay, how easy was it for them to get backstage? I mean, they were able to get back there, but there's like a match going on.
yeah,
Are people paying that much attention to like the backstage area right now?
they're
Could we like slip back there?
you might be able to, but first you have to get
I
down
look like
there.
a
This is a big stadium.
I look like a manager or producer. Like I really do. So I'm just gonna walk in with Sammy in tow and look like I totally know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna be yup, I'm here.
Here's the thing. Before that, you guys are like at the top of the stadium, and the backstage is at the fucking bottom. So there's a like time.
So yeah, we got a little bit of a distance,
Yeah.
right?
As for Emmy, he's just kind of.
Sammy, okay. Spanks can make that run. I don't know if Sammy can.
Well, here's the thing. It's give me a dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge to determine.
Both of us, or
yeah, both of you.
Emmy just kind of tries to sidle out where he can see everything that's going on without being too conspicuous.
Yeah, once they're in the ring, nobody pays attention to the stage. So you can peek out from Gorilla and nobody will really.
I got
well, that was a
4.
9.
4? Would you get 9?
I can fit in spaces most can't, so I can just kind of like scooch behind like a folding table or something.
So that's both partial and not partial. Okay. So here's Sammy's able to get ahead of Spanks.
It's the SIGs. It's the SIGs.
The problem is you get down to the lowest. So there's the lower level, like the floor seating, and then there's the upper area that you guys are on. And because you just ran down the aisles, there's a big like metal fence is the wrong word, barricade that you need to jump over, and that impedes your progress. And so while you're trying to get over that, and Spanks is catching up with you, Pete, you are in the middle of the room. They're in the middle of the ring with your two guys, and they're looking around and they're confused. And you're like, you guys are waiting. Normally there would be, normally the music would play and the other guy would come out, right? Which Emmy, you also recognize that. But you're in Gorilla. There's nobody here, other than like the people are on the computers or whatever. Mm-hmm. But there's no.
Well, I've sidled out from behind the curtain to find something kind of unsuspecting to kind of hide behind and watch, so I can actually see the stage.
Okay.
So I'm like either behind like a table or like maybe I'm just too short to be seen over the actual like ring or whatever. But I'm just kind of watching.
We're being stood up. I can't work like this.
I'm starting to get the suspicion that we've missed some piece of important data here. Like we've missed something.
When you are trying to figure that out, what Spanks and Sammy first see, and then you reckon Emmy notices it, and then who notices it last is Pete. A man.
He's too busy doing the.
Yeah, he's like oblivious.
Crowd. He's still eating it up.
Yeah.
He's not used to the life on the stage like the other three of us.
The one non-performer. If any of the rest of you guys were up here, this would be 100% fine.
No,
yeah.
Okay, Spanks is like fucking strong. If Spanks is up there, this would be.
Yeah, we're the muscles of this group here.
Yeah.
So,
they're finally not being completely blinded by the sun. I can stop like leaning all the way forward where my camera to avoid the sunset.
All right. So you see a figure, a human figure, from the top of the arena where the rafters are, dressed in all black, rappel down and hit the ring. And he has a baseball bat, and then he pulls off a harness, and he has an El Scorpion t-shirt on, and his face is painted like the Crow from the movie The Crow.
Oh shit!
And the bell rings, and he starts swinging the bat around. He hits Hall and Nash, and he hits him with the bat, and then he kicks them out of the ring, and then he lunges toward you, Pete. What do you do?
Question: where's the real guy now? Did another bounty hunter get him, or what are we missing?
No, that was what I was going to ask. Is as the only big wrestling fan here, and as a stunt double, can I tell if this guy is pulling his punches or acting, or does this dude look like he's actually?
Give me read a situation with advantage.
Cool.
Because of your stunt double knowledge.
Yes, which is why I'm going to do this with brains. Advantage. That's a 4.
What?
I mean, you're real far away. It's hard to tell. It's real hard to tell.
Because of that, I'm gonna try to scooch closer.
You were never really all that good at determining wrestling moves from one another. Stunt doubling is one thing, but this is sorta. Anyway, so
since I can't tell, I'm just gonna go from whatever spot I'm in and go even closer, so like practically like at the bottom of the ring.
Give me blend in.
Cool. Do I get a bonus because of my bullshit? My +1.
You can't just write bullshit and that.
No, it's the. You
I
said I get a +1
just for fun.
You said I get a +1 to blend in if I wore the stupid hat.
Go ahead. What do you
question on spot?
Go ahead.
Which is that Spanks is also seeing this, obviously. Spanks isn't super into wrestling, but he's done theater, and he's also seen and been in his fair share of bar fights. Can I read a situation to try to get the same info out of that?
Yeah.
And even though it's not my specialty on cool, could I also like have my D4 for being a lesbian himbo?
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna be nice.
Yeah. Thanks, DM. You're so nice to me. My fucking D4.
Well, with burning my juice, I got a 3.
15. No, wait, 13. I can do math. It's 13.
Or, sorry, no, 4.
You got more than 10. That's the important thing. All right, so you are able to tell. This seems pretty serious the way they were hitting the other guys.
Repelled behind me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Can I see him coming?
Well, now you're aware that he's hit the other guys, and now it's like the crowd is like pointing and they're like behind you.
I know what stupid thing I'm gonna do next, but I'm gonna let everybody else resolve their shit first.
Yeah.
I totally flubbed my blend in.
Yeah. So
I totally flubbed my blend in, so I'm just going to yell briefcase.
All right, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna swing around and like shield.
Thank you for reminding, because I don't think he would have remembered that he had the briefcase.
Oh, I remembered I had the briefcase.
Oh, okay. Good.
I basically figured one of two things. I was like, I'm gonna ace this blend in, and I'm just gonna kind of like sneak up there and get ready to try to like tag in, or I'm gonna flub it and I'm gonna yell briefcase.
So give me get in a fist fight, and you'll have +1 from improvised melee.
I can do that with moves.
Yeah, you can do that with moves.
Oh yeah, because isn't muscle like your lowest stat?
And then, Sammy, trying to get over this barricade, you need to scale a wall.
Right. Okay, let's do it.
Especially because you're so short.
Right, it's...
I can't tell if you rolled a 3 or a 6.
It's a wall, but only because of my height.
Yeah.
I rolled a 3.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and take. Do you take a wound or a double wound? Yeah, you take a double wound, dude. He hits. He cracks the briefcase. The briefcase like starts to, like is bent and fucked up. And then he.
I was hoping like
stomach.
papers would go everywhere.
Oh God, it's real! It really was real.
He hits you in the stomach with a baseball bat.
All right. So what's?
I hate it when I'm right.
7?
What's?
Hey, you should turn the thing off. Turn off the appearance generator.
So what does Spanks got in store?
Oh, is it my turn now?
Sure.
Well, I got a 7 for scaling the wall.
Okay, so you're trying to get over the wall. That's it. I not to give too much away, but the amount of like failures that you guys get while you try and get down there helps determine like how fucked up he's gonna get.
Well, the very fastest way straight into the ring.
Nothing good came of it.
You'll have to get over this barricade.
There was no place for me to return to. This was the only.
But to say next turn, I'm already basically at the base of the ring.
Now in full
so...
himbo mode, because I'm doing something stupid as hell.
Oh boy. What you want to do?
All right. Okay, that's a 10 for scaling the wall.
Okay.
So Spanks is now, it's like you can see Spanks' eyes go like, Also, as I'm doing that, can I just rip this stupid shirt off that I stole? I'm just like no.
Like Hulk Hogan.
Somehow you rip it off under your jacket,
under
but
your
your jacket's
jacket.
perfectly intact.
Yes. And he like takes he takes like the torn up bits, rolls them up, ties it around his fedora, and now he's like, yes, we're going.
And are the other two guys completely knocked out, or have they just been like
they're down on they're outside of the ring, they're on the ground, and they're selling. Right? They're acting like they got the shit beat out of them.
Okay, because I was gonna say if there was one still in the ring, I was gonna reach in and have him tag me.
No, they're just on the outside of the ring. They're you know, one of them is just kind of laying there, not doing much of anything.
I mean, they look like
I'm
they're
sure if
actually
someone
hurt.
actually.
Well,
had to say.
Emmy's wrestling knowledge would indicate that this is not an uncommon thing for two guys to be backing up a guy, and then get attacked before the match begins, and get laid out, and then later in the match they play dead for a while, and then toward the end of the match they miraculously come back in once everyone has forgotten about them.
But I specifically just saw Pete get the shit knocked out of him, right?
You did.
Maybe you should check to see if they're okay.
Yeah, he's going to kind of like, you know, and again, still trying to kind of play it up. Whatever is gonna like reach down or like lean down and try to quietly be like, "Hey, are you good, or did he really get you?"
Come on, it's all part of the plan. What do you know about wrestling?
A lot but there wasn't anything on the list behind the stage.
We talked about this. It's simple. He gets there's nothing listed because it's a disqualification. It's a big schmaz. It's a big clusterfuck at the end. That's how it's supposed to go.
All right. So, okay, cool. And, and just so I am getting this right, basically they're saying that there's going to be no winner because
yes,
someone's gonna fight dirty.
Yeah, basically they're usually what would happen in this kind of situation, your wrestling knowledge tells you, is that toward the end of it, these two guys are gonna get back in the ring and they're all gonna collectively beat the shit out of El Scorpion, and it's gonna be a whole thing.
Okay. So,
am I on the ground?
I mean, you're in the ring.
I still have the broken briefcase?
Yeah.
Can I go for his knees?
Sure.
I'm going to go for his knees.
And then I want to see what Spanks does.
Emmy, you might want to text Spanks because.
Right, so Sammy and Spanks are not privy to this knowledge, so we're both definitely like fully intending.
Are you
on
like
beating the crap
making
out of Scorpion.
a scene about it?
What'd you get?
Not yet.
Well, I mean, y'all are like climbing over the fucking railing,
Yeah, okay,
right?
so yeah, there's a scene happening. Are you like gonna tell us to fucking chill?
Yeah, he'll try to text and see if he actually sees you pull out your fucking phone or not.
Oh yeah, and the Spanks pulls out his phone and is like, "What?"
Like, I don't know what you're doing, but maybe cool it. I think this is all part of the deal.
Okay, meanwhile, so Sammy has gotten to the top of the wall, let's say, after his partial success last time. And so he takes off his wrestling shirt that he bought, and he pokes holes in the eyes of the Macho Man Andy Ravage, and he wraps it around his face like a mask.
All right,
and
great.
he dive bombs the stage.
The text
And goes, "Oh
Sammy,
no!"
sees Sammy go, and then goes, looks and does a little mental calculation and goes, "We're gonna fuck these guys' show up. We're gonna do it with style." So Sammy goes in, Spanks, similarly, like, just follows suit, but then, like, lands and, like, does a pose. Pointing at El Scorpion and says, El Scorpion! Himbo Hugs is here to warn you that you're a terrible raider, and you don't know how to stay out of the fucking AoE!
He looks up, confused.
That is the exact moment that the briefcase hits his knees.
What'd you get, 10?
I juiced it, yeah. It was still 6 plus 7.
Alright, cool.
Ooh. That's like 13.
Alright, great. He's down on his knees. He's down on his knees now. And he's dropped his baseball bat. And he's on the ground.
Okay,
and
well,
then
while this
Sammy
is
is
going
going
on...
What's his reaction to my little proclamation? Is it just, like...
Well, he looked over and he was shocked and bewildered, and that was enough time for him to hit it with the briefcase.
When Pete knocks him down, Sammy is going to do an elbow drop.
Give me ambush someone.
Gotta be. I'll be right back.
While this is going on, can I look to see if the real, buff Gusto, boof Gusto, whatever, is somewhere very confused? Like, do I spot the real one?
Give me read a situation and see if you can...
Okay.
What'd you get, Alex?
Oh, that was a 2.
Alright, great. So give me getting a fist fight now.
Alright. Read a situation was a 6.
A 6. Okay.
And that was a 1.
1? Wow. Okay. Oh, God. Alright, so you're
I'm
gonna
rolling like shit tonight.
take a double wound as when you try to elbow drop El Scorpion, he turns over and then he grabs your leg and puts you in a leg lock. He puts you in the El Scorpion death lock.
I give! Slamming the mat.
He starts dragging...
3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1!
He starts dragging you around. He doesn't care, because you're not part of the match, so he's just gonna... Alright, and then, what did...
Don't recognize me, it's brother!
God. I got a 6 for read a situation.
Read a situation. You don't see him anywhere. He's this real guy's nowhere to be found. Very weird.
Or somebody snapped him up already.
Maybe. Anyway, Spanks.
Okay. So Sammy is being dragged around.
Yeah.
We've completely fucked this performance up.
Hey, yo, what are you doing? You're supposed
What
to...
are you doing?
Get out of here. You're not part of the show.
Well, now
brother.
my friend Sammy's being fucked up. I gotta get him out of here first. So I'm gonna go try to just extricate Sammy from the situation.
Contract workers, it's a union gig, leave him be.
No, listen.
Where do you dumb fuck?
Okay, well, all of these people are deciding to, like... I guess I'm gonna be the one that tries to solve this with words, and I'm gonna try to find one of the other, guys.
Kevin Hall or Scott Nash.
Yeah, one of them, and just be like, hey, so weird question. Was your other, your other guy acting weird at all before stage or anything like that? Say, what if I happen to know...
He's nowhere. We haven't seen this guy. We haven't really talked to him. Everything went through Eric.
Everything went through Eric. Okay. Who's Eric?
Eric, the boss man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say who. I meant to say where.
He's up in the skybox.
Alright. And then,
watching the show, making sure everything goes off without a hitch. Which it isn't right now, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
It's
again,
pretty
your
hitched.
third guy. Your third guy, was he acting weird at all before this match?
I just said... Who do you mean?
There's 3 of you. The one who's up there getting his ass kicked.
Terry, I don't know. You're his manager.
Like, I'm very, very new at this. Like, I mean, I just came on.
What happened to your accent?
So, like... I wasn't talking to this. Was I talking to this one with that accent? I thought it was
don't
just what's his name. But yeah.
I got a 12 for trying to get Sammy out of here, and literally Spanks is torn between, oh god, I'm fucking up the show, and yeah.
But my friend is also being fucked up.
And my friend is big fucked up. So Spanks' goal here is to get Sammy out and get the fuck out of here. So I just rolled muscles. I don't know what I'm doing.
Get me. I guess get into a disarm someone.
Disarm someone.
I'm gonna say disarm someone.
Yeah, disarm him of Sammy.
That's a 12.
You know what?
12.
You said Spanks told Emmy about Elizabeth, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay, so now that I've got all that information, I'm gonna go up to the skybox. Because that's where I saw them come from.
Alright. So, yeah, you can do that. You can, give me dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge, and that will determine how quickly you can get up there.
Okay, was my fitting in spaces most can't gonna help me here?
Yes, because you can, like, maneuver your way. Yeah. Sorry,
Cool.
I gotta...
Ooh! That's a 5 on one die and a 5 on the other die. Thank
Alright.
you having a d6 in talent. So that's
Alright.
10.
Alright, there you go. So you'll be able to do that in, like, let's say after everybody else does one thing. So what's,
Fuck yeah, stunt double.
Where were we? Who hasn't done anything and wants to?
Pete?
Is there a ladder in here?
There might be one under the ring.
I'm gonna peek under the ring and see if there's a ladder.
There's many ladders. There's tables, there's chairs, there's kendo sticks, there's a trash can, there's a bag of thumbtacks.
I'm gonna grab it. Is it like a folding table?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull that up from underneath.
The fans yell, "Yeah, get the tables!"
I guess I'm gonna run over and just.
Actually, the fans are probably really amused at this whole tournament. It's like, they don't
yeah.
fucking care. They're just like, what's happening?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some out there who are just like, see, I told you it's real.
With the big folding table, give me handle a big weapon.
Does the table give a +1?
It does.
I forget.
It does. The table will.
Alright, enjoy that d6.
Well, I rolled a 4.
Oh boy.
Was that with or without the +1?
That's a 5, but well, that's a partial actually then.
Yeah, that brings it up to partial. So that only means, All right, so you miss him with the table, and you bounce it off of the ropes, and springs back, and it. Did you manage to disarm Sammy out of there, Spanks?
Yeah, I told you I got a 12.
Okay, all right. There's a lot going on, so I'm just trying to keep it all straight.
I got a 12.
Okay, so you guys are out, and right, and El Scorpion is just like confused, and he manages to move out of the way of the table, and it bounces off of the ropes, and out of your hands, Pete. So now it's on the ground. It's on the floor of the ring.
Well, it seems the tables have turned.
Classic
I was waiting
Pete.
for the Tifa gif.
That's not Tifa, that's Aerith! Oh my god!
Or Aerith, excuse me.
This guy are sick.
This guy are sick. It's true. I'm
Alright,
sorry,
so
I
now
just
what?
think Aerith with the chair is probably the best thing to come out. Like, I actually unironically love the remake, but I just really love Aerith taking the chair and be like, oh.
Alright, so Sammy, you are now free of El Scorpion's grasp. What are you gonna do?
And Pete just missed him with the table.
Yeah.
And Spanks is trying Sammy to keep you out of the
So,
ring. He's like, come
as
on, we're fucking up the show.
So here's the thing: as far as Sammy knows, this guy is still really attacking Pete and trying to presumably kill their bounty. So Sammy's gonna pull out his gun.
still gonna try to stop this.
Disqualification.
Can I roll disarm someone again?
And yes, Sammy is gonna like, all right, that's it, you son of a bitch. He's gonna pull out his gun.
I'm so glad that as far as they know, I'm not associated with you two.
He's just gonna open fire.
Just gonna shoot at Al Scorpion?
Can I stop this? I'm gonna try to stop this.
I don't normally allow PvP. So what I'm gonna do, you're gonna give him disadvantage. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
So you'll have disadvantage on getting to a firefight.
Maybe Spanks like karate chops his hand.
That's what I was thinking.
We'll see what happens. But
it would be what, get in a firefight?
Yeah.
Okay. Watch this be like my one good roll of the night.
Well, now that you said it.
That was a 6.
So, disadvantage?
Did you do it with disadvantage?
I know, at disadvantage, you're right. That was a 6 again.
Okay, wow.
Partial success.
Yeah, so you...
So we all hear a firearm go off.
You shoot El Scorpion right in the middle of the ring. And Spanks is not able to stop, like, hit your hand in time, but then you shoot, and then your arm gets hit, and you hit yourself in the face with the gun, and take a wound.
I just
oh my god.
Sammy, it's part of the fucking this is part of the fucking show. He thinks that's the guy.
My fucking leg! Oh my god! Ah!
I got him, guys! Don't worry! What?
It's blank! It's blanks! Totally blanks! Sit the fuck down and put the gun away!
I thought it was Spanks.
Pete goes to high-five him.
Yeah, buddy! We did it, Doc! Ah!
Well, I'm glad that I am halfway up the stadium right now and nowhere near you fuckers.
Yeah, you are in you are in the box and hear a gunshot.
So I hear a gunshot and I turn around because I'm like, it's like, oh, Eric. Like, because I assume there's only like one dude up there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going to just.
He looks at you.
Like,
he looks pretty
so I say
stressed
Eric,
out.
and then the gunshot goes off, and I turn around and I see. I'm going to assume Sammy hit himself in the face with a gun.
Yeah. Yeah. He.
You take a wound.
Yeah.
You took a wound.
Okay.
I think you're both at 3 now.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. For
Wait,
you
no.
guys.
One of you is at 2. One of you is at 3.
Oh wait, yeah, I'm at 2, because I just took the one double wound.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
you
Eric,
didn't hit yourself.
Eric he looks pretty stressed out right now.
Yeah, I look pretty stressed out.
We're all pretty fucking
He
stressed
said
out.
he looks at Emmy and he says, can I help you?
It's like the gunshot goes off. It's like, okay, you're the one who organized this fight, and I'm pretty sure that's not how it's supposed to be going, right?
No, it isn't.
So, quick question. Where, and sorry, I've been given the name that the third guy's name is Terry, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like, so, where actually is Terry?
He's down in the ring, isn't he?
No.
It's like, does that? It's like, sure, that might look like him, but does that look like is that person acting like a wrestler to you?
He says,
He just high-fived the person that shot
I
the other guy.
I did think there was something up, but, I figured it was all... It was, I figured he might have gotten wind of what I'm trying to pull here.
Gotten wind?
He takes a drag on his cigar and he says, Terry's been a problem for a while.
Evidently.
He's been on the wagon, he's been off the wagon, he's been demanding more control. His popularity's out of control. We need him gone.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I set this whole match up. Steve down there was just supposed to beat the shit out of him and take him out. We were gonna stretcher him out. It was gonna be a whole thing. We were gonna write him off TV that way, and then the ambulance was gonna take him out, and no problem.
Okay, well here's the problem. You're familiar with stunt doubles, right?
I'm familiar.
Well, that one down there is actually a really shitty stunt double. So, where's your guy?
Oh no.
Yeah. Elizabeth was up here, right?
Yeah.
What did she do?
She gave me a paper and I signed it. It was supposed to be a contract that transfers all ownership of Terry's intellectual property rights that we own into her instead. Normally, he explains like merchandising and all the his payment and all that shit. They're gonna transfer it onto her ahead of time so that it wouldn't go to some kind of next of kin debate or some bullshit like that.
And where is she now?
Presumably, with the real Terry. Wherever that may be.
We've been set up.
Like, I think somebody double-crossed you.
Clearly.
Meanwhile, Sammy and Pete are still in the ring, still like cheering and like, yeah,
there's some security guys showing up.
Okay, at that point, Spanks is actually gonna go to like look at El Scorpion and say, dude, this shit has gone bananas. I think might be okay.
You shot me in the fucking leg!
Yeah, I know! Let me help you, and let's try to get out of this alive. What I'm trying to tell you is that I think we were set up, both of us.
The only person who was set up is it was Terry. I was supposed to fuck you up, dude. What the hell?
That's not Terry. That's an idiot friend of mine named Pete. We were hired as bounty hunters to take him in. We think it was by somebody who wanted you both out of the picture or some bullshit like that. Let me fucking sit still and let me patch up your leg, dumbass.
At which point, Pete lands on his leg after jumping off of the rope.
Oh man, he's doing my move. I don't like that.
So, Emmy is just going to pull up the bounty, the bounty listing, and show it to Eric. Were you aware of this?
He looks at it, he takes your phone, he stares at it, and he says, I didn't know anything about this.
Yeah, there's no number on this.
Yeah, clearly. I don't know much about the bounty hunting business, but isn't there usually an amount attached?
Yeah, usually. So, where is Elizabeth?
Sitting here going, I fucking told you, bitches!
So yeah, Emmy's just like, where is Elizabeth?
He says, I'm not sure. She left.
You got her number?
Takes out his phone and he starts dialing it and he says, there's no answer. And he starts texting like, where are you?
Alright, so from up here in the skybox, I can probably see, like, the parking lot area or anything, right?
Yeah.
Is anybody leaving?
I mean, here's the thing. It's a long show. People are trying to come and go as they please. It's a bit of a train wreck out there. There's lots of people coming and leaving. I mean, this show has 6 main events.
Is there a particular, like, VIP parking area? Like where like the actual performers park, or their spouses,
on the
managers.
Other side of the arena, you are not able to see that.
Okay. So, Emmy's gonna be like, all right, maybe you should make some calls, and maybe I should make some calls. Because I'm pretty sure he doesn't have to explain now that he's a bounty hunter.
He says, yeah, I'm handling it, and he gets on his phone and he starts talking to people.
So I'm gonna call the brain cell of the party, which is not Pete. And I'm gonna call Spanks and just be like, okay, who shot who?
fucking goddamn fucking shit dicks. It was Sammy who fired the fucking gun, and it's Pete who can't get out of character long enough to realize that we've been fucked.
Yeah, probably by Elizabeth.
That makes sense. I'm angry. Can you please tell them both to fucking stop? Because I'm trying and they're not fucking listening to me.
I love that Teal's like Teal's mic is like peaking because he's so in character. So and he's like, okay. Act like you're handing the phone, or I guess don't act like hand the phone to Pete, and you know I'll try to make it sound like or make it look like he's getting a call from his manager.
Phone at Pete's head.
It's like, and just I don't know, restrain Sammy.
BGO.
Yeah, I throw the phone at Pete's head.
No,
and then
Sammy at this point, he's realizing that he's not getting the triumphant reaction that he was expecting from the rest of the crew.
I'm putting
So
Sammy.
he's like sort of like sheepishly like oh I shot the wrong guy again, didn't I? Sorry.
Sam, okay, wait, Pete, answer the phone, but also help me make sure that Scorpion doesn't bleed to death here. Is there another medic?
My leg! Go get the guy from the... Go get the doc! Fuck!
See, there's usually like some like EMT nearby.
Yeah, they're
Just
they're
in
trying
case.
to bring... The security guys have medical personnel with them. They're running down the very, very long ramp from the stage.
Okay, I tell Pete, you need to you have medical knowledge. I take the ripped up t-shirt off my head and said, patch the man up! There's some other med kit shit in the briefcase.
I'm actually kind of thinking that maybe we should make ourselves scarce pretty soon. I think they got their own medics.
Okay, but make sure he doesn't bleed to death. No, actually, like, Spanks just, like, glares at you and says, make sure he's not bleeding to death before the medics get here.
He's a big guy. He's got lots of blood in him.
Fuck you!
That's
Okay,
not how that works!
Obviously, these two chuckle fucks are useless, and so Spanks is like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Sammy's like, all right, Jesus, and he gets down, and he takes the gun, and he puts it next to the wound, and pulls the trigger to cauterize the wound.
Oh no.
And so I'm sure all Eric is hearing is
Don't put that near me,
Spanks
man!
screaming through my phone.
No,
Because even I'm holding it away from my ear because he's so loud.
Thank you.
He pulls out the gun, he puts it next to the wound, but just so he can pull his smokes and his lighter out of his pocket, and he lights a smoke, and he takes a big drag of it, and then he pushes it into the wound to cauterize it. It's like, all right, you happy? I helped.
We are now aware who is whose keeper. Emmy is clearly Sammy's, like, keeper. And should not be separated from him.
Off,
You're the only one with actual medical knowledge.
Go ahead and roll it.
Fix
Trying
something.
to get over it. Everyone's in the way.
Come on, man.
Okay, at this point, Spanks physically picks up Sammy and just sort of chucks him out of the way. Just like, no.
Emmy is just waiting and, like, looking back at the phone where just... If it was, like, an anime, like, you would just see the lines coming out of the phone.
Patch someone up his brains.
And so, while all this nonsense is going on, what is Eric saying to whoever he's calling?
Well, number one, he's trying to have the security guys come and to get you guys out and evacuate El Scorpion. And number two, he's trying to. He has Andy Savage on the phone, and he's like, "Have you seen Elizabeth? I don't know what the, I'm trying to find her. I can't get in contact with her. She won't pick up her phone. I don't know what to do."
Or roll to 10.
All right, El Scorpion's okay. His leg will be okay. He will wrestle again.
Well, yeah, after I cauterize the wound, he's fine.
He's gonna be off. He's gonna be off shows for a while, but he'll be okay.
All right, we should probably get out of here.
So at that point though, Spanks says, "You really are a shitty raider, though. If you want training, here's my card. Try not to die. I'm sorry about this. It was.
I'll have lots of downtime to get better."
There you go,
listen, Listen, I'm sorry about the misunderstanding and sorry about shooting you in the leg. Here's a free Sammy Sinclair mixtape for you while you're while you're off that leg at home. You can listen
Someone's
up.
gonna think you're like some serial maimer that leaves cassette tapes as your calling card.
You say that like he's not.
I'm starting to wonder.
All right, so they come out. They have a stretcher, and the security guys come in, and they don't immediately attack you, but they're like, "Come on out, let's go. Let's go quiet. Leave the gun."
Yeah, actually,
You've got a gun.
No, at that point, yeah, like Spanks is just like, it's not the first time I've been arrested. Probably won't be the last. Let's get the fuck out of here.
And he's gonna be the only one who doesn't end up in jail at the end of
They
this
hold the
episode.
They hold the ropes open so you can get out.
All right.
And then they escort you back. They put El Scorpion on the stretcher and they stretcher him out. The crowd is booing, and they're starting to chant bullshit.
Spanks looks at them and gives them the finger and says, "You're bullshit!"
As we're walking out, I like right before we go through the gorilla, I turn around and press a button on my belt, and the disguise changes to El Scorpion.
Somebody throws garbage at you.
Is it like one of those things where since it's like it's a optical illusion, does it just like phase through him?
No, he's really there.
The Scorpion's a little bit taller than me, so it just woof.
Yeah, like is the Scorpion actually like 6'5" or something?
Yeah. Alright, so you guys are backstage now. The security guys, they work for WCW, so they're cool. They work for Eric, so they're like, listen, our boss has told you to get you the fuck out of there. What the fuck happened out there?
Okay, I will explain this. You two shut the fuck up.
I still have the phone.
Nods.
It's like, you do know you're still on the phone, right?
Yeah, it's so that you can tell me not to say anything stupid either.
Okay.
We're bounty hunters. We're freelance. There was a bounty out for what's his face, Doofwagon.
Doofwagon?
Boofwagon?
Ask them if they know where Elizabeth is. That's what we need to know right now.
Right.
The rest isn't important.
I mean, no, it's important so that they know what the deal is. We need to know where Elizabeth is. We were set up. We were told that there was a bounty out on this guy. We're bounty hunters. We came to collect the bounty. It wasn't supposed to end up like this. We're pretty sure we've all been played. Where's Elizabeth?
Emmy, you hear the cocking of a gun behind you.
Ugh, shit. You know, I've had Eric in my sight, so I'm gonna guess it's not Eric.
It's not Eric.
I
think we found Elizabeth, guys. I'm just saying, I think we found Elizabeth.
was about to say, did the gun sound go through the phone? Because y'all know Emmy doesn't have a gun.
Yeah. So you turn around and there's a beautiful woman standing there, along with a guy who looks like what Pete looked like.
And I'm in this stupid hat. What about Eric? Is there anything trained on him?
Well, I mean, there's only one gun from the girl.
All right. Well,
she says, "Who the fuck are you?"
It's like, you know, that's a good question because your guy's down there on the stage, so who the fuck's with you? And I'm gonna take the chance to try to disarm her.
Ooh. Go ahead and do it.
Alright. Let's do it.
Yeah! Let's go!
And can I try to use my talent to kind of do the where, like, you duck under somebody's arm and twist the arm behind their back?
What's your talent?
Fits in spaces most can't.
No.
No. I tried.
Yeah. That's why I asked what it was exactly called.
Well, that's a 2, so I'm gonna use that juice. And that's a 3, so That's a 5 total.
Oh, don't die!
Your phone flies out of your hands, and the gun ends up on the end of the other end of the room.
Well, that's...
Oh, we both got disarmed.
Yeah. And so,
Okay.
what? Go ahead.
So, on the other end of the line, I presume that I've heard most of this, right?
Yep, all the way up to what Emmy said, and then you hear sounds of a struggle, and then silence because the phone is on the
Okay,
ground.
so yeah, Spanks looks at the security guys and says, Eric is in mortal danger right now. There's
What?
somebody
Let's
out
go.
there with a gun who might be trying to kill him.
They start to take off.
Alright, and I say, okay, no, I'm not even gonna ask, I'm just gonna follow him.
Okay, yeah. It's gonna take a bit because as we've established, the backstage is all the way down here, and he's all the way up here.
Hey man, I don't know what the fuck else we're gonna do.
I just.
So in this like split moment, it's like, okay, how much about wrestling do you really know, Eric? I'm gonna guess that's my only ally up here.
He says, "I don't. What? I mean, I do have a black belt in Taekwondo, but
Well, get your ass over here.
I'm not gonna fight Terry. Look, I may have put the hit on him, but I'm not gonna."
Wait, you? Oh, right.
So you're hearing all of this still?
No, I'm not hearing any. I don't think I can hear any of it at this point.
Well, the phone is still on.
But I'm running like hell.
That's true. You need
Yeah, you
Bluetooth.
guys can follow too if that's what you want to do at this point.
Really quick, are they in the skybox? Is that where they are
Yes,
right now?
that's where they're in the skybox.
Is it like suspended over the like open stadium?
Yeah, it's like so most of the stadium goes down into the crater, and the rest of it is like built up like 2 or 3 stories up above, and like that's where the skybox is.
Okay, gotcha.
So you gotta go the whole way up all of the stands and all of that shit up to the ground level where everything else would be, and then you have to go up the stairs into the skybox.
Okay. Sammy realizes how far away they are. And he's like, "Hey Doc, let me see your phone real quick."
He, is out of breath and can't speak, but hands it over.
Okay. And then Sammy opens up Pete's phone, which I think he just assume it's Pete's the one who's been helping to program the starship, right?
Okay.
Because he's the one with the brain roll.
What do you want to do?
And so
here?
we'll assume that Pete's phone is hooked up to the Dosage Tango.
What do you want to do here?
So Sammy is going to call the Dosage Tango and summon it to their location.
Man, if only we knew this thing had an autopilot, 4 episodes ago.
Well, I mean, it's all about, like, nobody actually has to pilot the ship. You're programming it. I assume that there's some way you can, like, do that long distance.
So, give me program the starship with advantage.
Can we say getting the gig is getting the ship? I don't know. It's not.
No.
And the person with one of the
already
lowest
have
brains is gonna
advantage.
roll for it.
All right, well, it's a partial success. I got a 5.
Okay, so it's gonna get there in a minute.
Okay.
It's gonna take a while. It'll still get there faster than if you were on foot, but it's not 100% where you would. It's not gonna get there as fast as you would like it to get there.
And he's still going, to be sure. He's still going to the skybox,
yeah.
but he summoned the Dosage Tango to
Right.
their location.
Okay, cool.
Did you summon it to, like, the stage or the skybox?
To the skybox, specifically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And remember, this is like an open air stadium, so it can come in the middle and go
That's
into the big.
exactly what I figured.
All right, cool.
All right.
So what do you want to do, Emmy? Where are you at? You've
Okay,
got
so
a big
they're
burly
disarmed.
wrestling man. And,
Yeah, there's big burly wrestling man, but Elizabeth no longer has a gun.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna tell Eric, just like, Just keep the gun away from them then.
He says, I'll do what I can, but I won't hit a woman.
Oh, shut the dumbass! Alright. I'll hit you first!
So Emmy, goes to, he didn't get any moment on the stage here, but now he's got his own private stage, so he's going to, kind of square off, and he's going to, basically attempt to stall for time by,
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
Yeah, basically. I'm gonna try to goad this dude into a fight.
I'll tell you what, I'm the BGO. I'm the best goddamn wrestler. No one can beat me. No, you think just because you're friends with Eric, man, you're not gonna be able to take me on at all. Oh no.
Oh, I'm more
Brother
than friends
Jack,
with Eric.
dude.
I'm more than friends with Eric. I have Andy
You're
Ravage's
sleeping
cell. It's like I'm friends with Andy Ravage.
I don't give a damn about that guy. He's washed up. He's a loser. He's one of the worst I've ever met.
And this is all being broadcast into the phone.
You might as well put that. You might as well like go hit the button and like try to broadcast that to the stadium. I think the fans would like it.
Well, we'll see if Eric's smart enough to see what I'm doing.
I'm not.
But at
smart
the
enough
very
to see
least-
what you're doing.
At the very least, Spanks is got this.
Okay.
You could hit speaker if you wanted.
Okay, like Spanx goes ahead and hits speaker, but is still like doing his best to get the fuck up there.
Yeah. So
'Cause you are gonna need backup.
I am going to attempt to get in a fist fight with this wrestler.
All right. Great.
And so let's see here. That's the D10,
Mhm.
and true strength is in the core. Will that help
Oh,
me
yes, absolutely.
here? All right.
Until the end.
Let me see if I can show this to you without it rolling. It's trying to roll. It's either way. It's a 10 on the 10 and a 5
fuck
on the
you.
6.
Wow. All right.
Damn, bitch!
I love these dice because when you hit the crit, it's a different color than the other ones.
Nice.
Oh, Brother Jack, dude. Oh, my ribs hurt. Ow.
So this 5'4" scrawny ass kid
Oh, let me tell you something.
throws
my
off
ribs-
the cowboy hat and puts up his dukes.
Oh, don't you dare disrespect Dusty Cody Rhodes like that. Oh. It sucks.
And so Elizabeth
Well, here's
starts
the thing:
running
is that
toward
like
the
he's
gun.
still like a big buff guy,
Yeah.
but like it's all like for show. It's all like bodybuilder mass.
Yeah,
Like Emmy
that's
is like
exactly it.
scrawny and like
Scrappy.
wiry and has actually been in like multiple fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, very scrappy.
Yeah.
And also was a stunt double, so had to have like actual muscles for scaling walls and shit.
So Elizabeth
Exactly,
starts
yeah.
running toward the gun.
And oh yes, so yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both.
All right. Does Eric look like he's trying to do anything about that?
He runs toward the gun, like he's gonna stop her. But as soon as he becomes like within range, he like backs off a little bit
Oh my god, fucking coward.
because he doesn't.
All right.
He doesn't want to hit a woman.
I forget on our rules is rolling max on the die still a juice thingy or not? I can't remember.
If the unmodified dice roll is the maximum possible, you gain juice even if the result is only a partial success. And we house ruled that
Cool.
the crits are actually successes, just for funsies.
Cool. Okay, so that was the house rule. Okay, so I did get a juice from that. Nice. Always good to have a juice. All right, so
Probably for the official actual play podcast, probably shouldn't change the rules. But I think that rule used to be in the game, and I got rid of it, and I think that's why we're doing
I
it.
Yeah,
think
we
the
started out
reason
playing
we
an
found
outdated
out-
version of the rule book.
Yeah.
I think the reason why we did it and then we kind of started thinking about why we shouldn't do it is because it gave you a greater chance of success with the D6 than the D8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I've done pretty good against Terry. You said?
Yeah.
That's
All
my
right,
real name, Brother Jack, dude. My shoot name.
And I am engaged in fisticuffs with this guy, so I don't think I can do anything about the gun.
Not without maybe having to dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge and risk getting drop kicked or big booted or something.
Let's see here. Well, okay, so I see that, so I am going to attempt to, restrain this guy to try to, there's only 5'4" of me. I'm sure this dude's twice my size, so I can probably fit entirely behind him. So I'm just going to attempt to restrain him.
Okay.
So that's the D10. There's my talent, and I have restraints.
Yeah.
All right.
So
That gives you a bonus.
let's do this shit.
+2.
Okay, so that is 9 plus 2.
Okay, that's what you needed.
So that's 11.
He's restrained.
And I'm going to stand behind him because that offers me the ability to not
can't.
get shot.
Oh, Brother Jack, dude.
He's cuffed.
Oh, Brother Jack. Oh, dude. Brother Jack.
He's
Oh,
cuffed.
crap. I can't.
So Emmy has.
Sorry, I keep hearing him as like strong bad. I know that strong bad like is sort of a wrestler pastiche already, but nonetheless.
Yeah.
So Emmy has Boof restrained, right?
Yes.
And Elizabeth is pointing a gun at them.
She is going toward the gun, and now with Eric not stopping her, she has picked the gun up, and yeah, she's pointing the gun in that direction.
I had to say, pointing the gun at...
It's been quite a couple rounds, so...
Right, I was gonna say that. I think that's when the Dosage Tango suddenly comes out of the sky and hovers outside of the skybox. Like
Honestly.
you see, like Emmy holding the wrestler like by the restraints, and then you see like Elizabeth pointing the gun at them, and then like from behind her you just see the ship like come down, like hovering, and then
You want to rethink that? As I see
the guns on the guns on the top of the ship are like pointing at the skybox, and Sammy says over the intercom, he talks into the phone. He's like,
All right. Now let's all just take a deep breath. Let's remember, this is all kayfabe. Let's
that
not
how you
make the
pronounce it?
situation any more real than it has to be.
and Spank says, "That's how you pronounce it." And Sammy's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I watch soccer."
So, Emmy's just like, yeah, so drop the gun, because I got backup.
Alright, cut to, Elizabeth also restrained and BGO, handcuffed outside of the stadium with Eric there, and, everybody around them.
Yeah, y'all got there, and Emmy had the whole situation handled by his fucking self.
Itself, spaceship helped.
The spaceship was, like, a little late. But yeah.
And once again, Sammy Sinclair saves the day.
Listen.
You're
Eric,
welcome.
Eric, are there Manhattans?
He says, yeah, let's go get a drink.
Hell yeah.
And so,
I learned this Scooby-Doo ass ending.
yeah, so, well, here's the thing. Eric explains that Terry was getting a little too big for his britches here, wanting more creative control, not wanting to job out, not wanting to, not wanting to lose in the fake predetermined wrestling matches, so that his character could be more over and all that stuff. And so something had to be done. And the idea was that El Scorpion would beat him up for real. And that they would write him off TV that way. And then they were going to fire him. And Elizabeth was supposed to be in on it. but apparently she double-crossed Terry. Or she double-crossed Eric. And they were gonna come in and they were gonna kill Eric. And then with him gone, there would be like a power vacuum, and Terry and Elizabeth would like become the like they would try to run the show from there.
Okay, so
That's
wait,
how
where
it works, right?
where
You
does
kill
our
the
bounty?
CEO when you become the CEO.
Wait, how does that bounty fit into all this? Like, how did we get wrapped up into this nonsense?
I
So
imagine
when
Elizabeth put the bounty.
That's exactly it. She put the bounty out on Terry in order to attract bounty hunters to the to the show to cause some kind of clusterfuck that would allow
Well, we
her
certainly
to-
did that.
Yeah.
And Emmy, what did Spanks tell you about
Emmy,
suspicious?
I don't know why you're telling Emmy this. Emmy's been the brain cell this whole time.
Okay,
Emmy
Pete
did nothing wrong.
Pete and Sammy, what has Spanks told you about taking bounties?
How much do we make?
I just imagine that,
So-
Spanks went to go start yelling at Emmy, and Emmy's like, hey, don't yell at me, I did nothing wrong.
Here's the thing. You guys don't get any money from the bounty, because number one, the bounty never had a price listed, but number two, it was from Elizabeth, and since she's a criminal, any bounties that she put out are null and void.
Mm-hmm.
So, but here's the thing. Eric's a nice guy. You saved his life. You, sort of took care of the problem of Terry being in the promotion. You shot El Scorpion, but he's gonna be fine. And, the main event, one of the 6 main events of Starrcade went off later in the night just fine. So, they got a big gate, everything's fine. And he says, listen, I understand you guys are bounty hunters. You're motivated by cash. And, what can I do for you?
Well, listen, that jazz cross emotion we were talking about earlier.
Done deal. That and nothing else.
Great, everything worked out. All right, good day's work, everyone.
Hey, Emmy's never been in this for the money. His debt's paid off, so. But he does look at you, Sammy, is like, so, are you just gonna keep, not going for the saxophone? Do you just think I'm a terrible saxophone player? Come on, be straight with me.
I don't know yet. You haven't played your saxophone.
Well then, why do you keep putting it off?
Well, all right. Tell you what, I was waiting for 22222 for your birthday, but hey, open up that storage hatch on this Dosage Tango real quick. Open up your bed.
I was like, you mean where he sleeps? So yeah, sure, he goes over and checks that.
And then there's a little my first saxophone in there. It's like purple metal of some kind.
It's metallic purple saxophone.
Yeah, it's metallic purple saxophone. It's like child sized, but it's like, listen, you can learn on one of these.
Plutonium.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's small.
All
It's
right.
from the small planet.
Okay, Spanks
I was
actually.
waiting for your
Thanks.
birthday to surprise you with this, but I think you deserve it.
Like, yeah, probably. I just kind of saved this whole gig.
All right, Spanks, what did you have?
This actually looks at Eric and says, "Listen, I'm actually so I fucking lied to you, obviously, but or whatever. I actually do find the whole performance art aspect of this whole business interesting. Do you think there's any sort of I hate to call it an internship or apprenticeship, but
We can get you a job.
that would actually be pretty rad.
Listen. If the physical aspect isn't quite your bag, there's lots of positions in the business. You could be a manager.
I mean,
Come out.
I'd be either or, honestly. And Spanks takes off his coat and does a little flex. Either or.
we might be able to make something of you.
Thank you. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's see if we can hook you up with the Monster Factory.
Sounds good.
All right.
McElroy brothers.
What? Oh, that. No, the Monster Factory was that was the real WCW's training facility.
It was a real factory where they made monsters.
Yeah, a little bit. They trained Bill
So,
Goldberg.
yeah.
Anyway,
And just as like a parting thing, Emmy's just gonna be like, also, we should probably go talk to El Scorpion about, the bigger issue.
Oh, he's not gonna want to see you guys.
Hey, I told him that
he doesn't know who I am.
I just told him that that if he wants raid training, that I will help him out. It's the gamer bond, man.
Yeah, you got a lot going on. You gotta train wrestling. You gotta train him in raiding. You gotta.
Thanks is also I'll probably just have a depressive episode in a few weeks and forget the whole thing.
Yeah, that too.
And he's like, well, Scorpion doesn't know who I am. I couldn't find him the whole time back there.
Do you want his autograph?
Well, actually, yeah, we were promised to get his autograph after the show.
It's true.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, man. And again, I'm sorry about this whole fucking mess.
Listen, things get messed up.
But you know what? All's well that ends well. I don't think anybody died. Probably.
I guess you're right.
Someone could have.
I actually think it was probably pretty good for the ratings. It was a hell of a show.
Yeah. Best
everybody's going to think that was scripted.
So wait, so Spanks got a job, and Emmy got a saxophone, and Sammy got his deal with Eric, which I'm just going to say is actually that there's going to play his music during intermissions during the show over the intercom. It's absolutely nothing.
But I bet there's nothing in that little black bag for Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah, what does Pete get?
He just got beaten up. You're having this meeting, and he's still got the holographic thing on, and it flickers off, and you see just how fucked up his face is for the first time.
Oh shit!
I was gonna say,
you didn't
Pete
get someone to patch you up.
Pete got to experience a full day of adoration instead of condemnation from the masses.
All right.
He got to remember what it was like to be adored.
Not that he ever wasn't in the first place. This is brand new.
And Emmy is just going to be like, also, Eric, if you need a bodyguard, I feel like I did pretty good today with that whole saving your life thing.
We'll see what we can do. Have your people call my people.
Anyway, with all of that said, Eric, let's go get drinks.
Yes, drinks. And you guys walk off to find a bar somewhere.
I am totally old enough to drink.
Thanks for watching the CU Space Cowboy Actual Play Podcast. You can check out the game and order your own copy at tidalwavegames.com today. We stream new episodes every Saturday night at 6 p.m. EST on twitch.tv/onslaught6 and post them here at YouTube at 6 p.m. EST Monday nights. Follow us on Twitter at TidalWaveRPG, and if you like what you see, throw us a couple bucks on Patreon at patreon.com/TidalWaveGames. Stay gold.